the car dealership detailing cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
5 o'clock every day. You see him out there. You ride by on your way to work in the morning, spraying the cars off and drying them off, right? That
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker did 9 months, man. Opened up his own fucking detail shop behind that shit. Got off that boy, period. I mean, like, soon as that hurricane hit, that motherfucker came to Jackson and got off that shit, man. I'm trying. He went through some shit, but he
Uh-huh.
had him that had him, kept him motherfucking busy, got him a job, picking him up every morning. Before he go home, he taking him to the store, get what he wanted, help him get him a crib, man. And that motherfucker, he's got one of the nicest fucking detail shops in Jackson right now.
Yep,
Oh
that's
yeah,
what's
that's
up.
He
what's
was
up.
he was on that boy hard as shit, man. I'm
Yeah.
talking coming in, this nigga leaning over just drooling all night long, boy. I was man, hell no. I don't want nothing like that.
Yeah, me either.
Uh,
I do not want that shit, bro.
They said the first time you do it, you throw up so bad.
no, that's it. That's if you ain't got it. Like if you ain't got it,
No, they said the first time you do it though, like you get sick.
I done seen
bro.
motherfuckers,
You
bro.
be high as hell
I done
though. It
seen
ain't the
motherfucker. I
same.
done seen a motherfucker shit on themselves, man.
They threw up so much
Comes to
they
remember.
shit, and then the shit ain't nothing coming out their mouth but yellow shit from their stomach. Ain't nothing in their stomach but the shit that break down the fucking food.
Uh-oh.
And,
Yeah.
Ben Crump
oh yeah,
got a hold of Jalen too. The Jalen story. Um, I'm just look. I just seen that. I was wondering when he was gonna crack it up.
And I think they just did that. I just think they just like this is what I'm gonna say, and I don't want
Hold,
nobody to get mad when I
hold on
say
real
this.
quick, Cuff. Right before we start, let's go into this and then you can get right into it. Hold on. Hey yo, let's go because we gonna be live. We finna go in the live right now. So what's going on, y'all, man? Welcome to the Talkin Shit Show, episode 21.
21, blackjack,
Damn,
baby,
Jesus Christ.
blackjack.
PG the Hustler in the building.
It's your boy Dirty P30, aka Joey Buck.
Iceberg Flame, only one with a cool and a hot name, yo.
Uh,
Ralphie Drib in the crib, you know how it
big,
is.
All right, you,
big
you got the
balls
flow,
drip.
Drip. Go ahead and tell us what you was getting ready to say.
They had Jalen Walker's funeral today. Me and cuz we hail from Akron, Ohio, the city he was murdered in. And I just feel like they had the funeral at like a staple theater that's downtown Akron, like the most known theater in the city for real.
They
Might as
probably
well say,
had to have it big as
you know what I'm
possible.
saying? But I really feel like
It's
they
not the
had it
biggest
like
spot.
that so a whole bunch of white people could show up to keep the city at ease. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow.
We got our bitch ass police chief of police. His bitch ass keep going on, keep going to the news or social media. I don't know where they getting this information from, but it's in the papers. You know what I'm saying? It's in the newspapers.
Mm-hmm.
That he said that he feared mass resignations
Mm-hmm.
from the police force because of Facebook posts. So like y'all that much of some hoes that y'all gonna quit because of y'all supposed to be if y'all really cared about protecting the city, y'all wouldn't even care about no Facebook posts or what
Mm-hmm.
nobody talking about y'all if y'all intentions was really good.
Right.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? And then he gonna say, hold on, what he say today? He said some super hoe ass shit
Yeah, let me know
today.
what he said because I ain't seen none of that shit
Damn
today.
man, what he say, man?
It's been pissing
I
me
done
off.
lost track of thought, man. What he said today was worse than what he said the other day. Um. Oh, he said he feared that people got hits out on officers now and that they not safe.
Oh, you know what? I take that back, Drip. If that's what he said, I did hear it today on the radio, but I heard it on the
Yeah,
white station because
yeah.
our little driver be listening to like
But they
100
lying. This is all
WKNIR or some shit,
yeah.
and they
It's
was
all
talking. Yeah,
propaganda. It's all propaganda for the white community of our city.
I
It's
believe
not
it.
for like they ain't even really showing us this shit because we know it's some bullshit. Ain't no way
Ain't
you
no
didn't fire 90 shots at this boy and you scared of anything.
There is no
getting
way.
fired
Yep.
or somebody doing something to you.
Yep. Yep.
Y'all need to knock it off, man. Akron Police Department, y'all need to knock it the fuck off, man.
What
Y'all
what what
slow.
what should they be nervous? Should they be scared? Should they
And ain't nobody gonna do nothing to them. Man, hey, listen, bro. You know, we like any other city in America. We just small. We just like Chicago. We just like, where you from again, Berg? I can't remember. From Mississippi? Where
Yeah,
you from?
yeah,
From just like Mississippi, bro. We just littler than y'all. We ain't no different. You know, we might listen to our music we bump might be a little different than what y'all bumping. But you know how it is. It's the same. All these black cities, it's like not even black cities, but all these cities are the same unless they just super far behind like technology and then new up like if they not up to date, then they might be a little bit different. But we all on the same like
and really now that's hard to find with the internet and with social
yeah
media and shit.
right
That's hard to
exactly.
find. So everybody
Exactly. I
is
remember
like
it used to be like that back in the day. It used to be like country towns and they ain't know nothing. They used to be a little
Right.
bit behind. Like even Akron, we really wasn't never behind on shit ever. You know what I'm
Nah.
saying? Even back then, you know what I'm saying? So we just like anywhere else, it's just smaller, man. It ain't no if they ain't killed nobody, if there ain't no police was harmed when George Floyd got killed, ain't none gonna get harmed here. Like don't try to act like we just stone cold crazy killers out here. We not. We have a
Thank
lot
you.
of everybody have a lot of murders.
But it's
right.
mostly
No,
between
it always
motherfuckers who got issues with each other. Like most of the
yeah,
time,
like
it's not
and
these no
that's another
random
thing. I hate
bullshit.
when I hate like, and that's another thing. Like our gangs is really not that prominent. So if somebody get killed here, it ain't over that. It's
Hmm.
because you didn't did something to somebody or
it's
you trying to
personal.
stunt.
Or you rob
Yeah,
You know what
somebody,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
or you rob, or
it's
somebody
personal.
robbing you.
It's
Yeah.
personal.
Or
Like
you
Yeah.
it's some
trying to
personal
it's
shit.
personal or you trying to show off.
Right, and
You know what I'm
nigga, and that's the
saying?
only way,
And
really,
it
for
ain't that
real,
many
niggas gonna
show
rob you.
offs.
Like that's the only way,
Yeah.
really, niggas gonna rob you here for real if you just showing off.
No, not even that. I'm talking about trying to show off and kill somebody.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, talking about
You
stripes,
know what
trying
I'm
to
saying?
earn your stripes.
Yeah, like so, like it ain't even. What stripes is it to earn? Cause it ain't no
Ain't
game.
no, but they got clicks. You know, niggas roll clicks and they want that name. Like niggas
I
want
mean,
niggas want to be feared. I ain't gonna hold you. Niggas want to be
people
feared out here.
claim
So
blood. People like the east side here, like basically like blood, and the west side here basically like crip. But they don't be banging for real.
nah, they don't do that. It's all neighborhoods
You
and that
can't go over
who
there.
you grow up.
You can't go over
Yeah.
there acting
It's the
weird,
people they
but
be
you
with.
can go
Right.
over there and be totally fine.
Well,
You
see,
know, you can go over there and have a girlfriend over there, and ain't nobody even gonna say nothing to you unless you over there acting stupid. You know what I'm saying?
facts. Now I'm gonna tell you, like, just to add on to what you saying, it's most definitely that. As far as like to go back to how the police is handling and everything, because that chief know like everything he do and every time he put, it's like he want some fame, or it's like he want he's low key enjoying the notoriety of
Yeah, he is.
being on TV and saying this stupid shit that he's saying. Because I haven't seen no officers' names or addresses or no list out. Ain't nobody seen none of that on Facebook. Ain't nobody putting that out. If you go on a local one of these local things called 330 to go, if you go on there and you look at how all these white people is acting, bro, you can see what Drib is talking about, how this chief is putting this fear into him. Because I went on there and they like, should we go downtown? Oh, I don't know, it's not safe. Oh, don't nobody want to go downtown. Oh, I don't think it's safe, don't go down there. They all
Yeah,
commenting
just
on this
go.
shit, just they all, because they all
But it's
looking at
not
the
even
media.
like that,
It's
man.
not even you.
It's not
I
even
went
like that.
downtown twice, man. We showed
Not
y'all
even
last
like
week.
that, man.
Last week, if y'all go back to the show, we showed y'all pictures and video of the protest and how peaceful it was. We showed y'all the morning protest, the one during the daytime, and I do have clips from the nighttime, but I have to get the person who they belong to on the show in order to show those clips. So if when I get them on here, we will show the nighttime clips, and when you see the nighttime clips, you won't see no lootings and the shit that they're trying to tell you that's going on
Like
here.
the shit that they putting in the white folks news.
No,
yeah.
you won't see that, but because
man.
if it
Like,
and when it does happen, that's the only thing that they focus on. Like there was a car that some white dude burnt up and flipped over or some shit. It was a white dude that did it.
That's what I've been seeing.
And
I've
they
been
show
seeing.
it. Yeah, that's all they've
I've
been fucking
seeing.
showing.
I've been seeing chaos. That's why I personally called y'all to ask y'all. Y'all like y'all good out there?
Bro,
Because I've been seeing a lot of chaos.
Nigga, you can walk down the street downtown, bro.
But they did beat some niggas up down there.
And I'm getting ready to show it. I'm glad you said that because did any one of y'all wanted to add into that? Because I'm getting ready to get into this clip of
Hold
what
on, but let me just say
about.
this one more thing. Just search Jalen Walker on Facebook and look up posts. Look what these white people were saying. Like they just terrified, man. It ain't even like that.
It's not like that at all. It's so.
Look
It's so
it up.
blown.
You gonna be like, what?
It's so overblown, bro. Because
And
the
they
temperature
being
not even like that.
disrespectful and everything, man.
That's sad.
And I don't understand
Sad,
how. I don't understand how this city was part of the Underground Railroad and it's so racist.
That's you gonna get the most of it out of that because of what the city is.
Right.
Hey, look, check this out. This is a fun fact that I didn't even know, man. Shout out to my nigga Freeze who had put this shit up the other day. This motherfuckers really don't know. People don't. You can look it up that the cop car was invented here.
Really?
But we do not have dash cams.
What?
Why is
I
that?
I
And
thought that was why I pushed though.
we thought so too. And so was reporting your infractions of police brutality and your things against police, and they never reported those. They haven't reported those since like 2017 or 2015. They haven't reported the any cases that come through for police brutality, like we getting ready to show you right here. They have not been fucking recording that shit or sending it in to the national committee or to the national database. They have not been reporting that shit, bro.
Is it a budget situation or
Fuck
like
no, it's a racist situation, bro. They hate niggas, bro. They kill niggas here.
We had one of the largest police forces in the nation for like years.
so why no dash cams and why
Because they like to beat
so they
niggas
can
up
do
and they like
whatever
to
they
kill
want.
you.
No,
Bro, my
that's
granddaddy
probably
got killed in jail in Barberton, bro. They kill niggas here. Niggas get killed in Summit County all the time by the guards and nobody ever hear about it, bro. Like they don't care, bro. It's literally set up like that. I'm getting ready to show you some shit. Bro. And motherfuckers don't be thinking that this how shit be.
People are tired all over the country. These people lost family members. They are coming here more to console us and be with us than us calling them in.
You may not know their names, but you do know their families. Jacob Blake and Breonna Taylor, their loved ones now in Akron after joining protests against the latest case of police violence to gain national attention. Jalen Walker. Now, we don't typically name those arrested for misdemeanor charges. Jacob Blake Sr. and Bianca Austin have become public figures in the fight against police brutality. Their arrests in Akron last night are going viral.
And as news of those arrests reverberates across the country, News 5's Bob Jones breaks down what we know about their cases.
Video shows a man identified as an activist from North Carolina punched repeatedly by Akron police before his arrest
Like
last
it's a fight.
night in downtown
Like that's how they approach
It's another
you, bro.
example of the high tension in
This
the
is
city.
not new, bro.
More
They do
than
this
a week
every
after
fucking day.
8 Akron police
This is how they
officers
approach you, like they got
fired
a problem
dozens of
with you, like they
shots,
wanna scrap,
hitting
bro.
and killing Jalen Walker following a chase.
We have guests
They
from
be
out of
mad
town
ass
here
white boys who done got beat
that's
up in
fighting
school
for
or bullied in
injustice,
school or whatever
and
the
they're
fuck.
in jail now.
And that's
This
how
is
that's
a
their
reflection
demeanor
of
when
our
they
city.
Also
approach you, bro.
arrested in Akron, Jacob
boy
Blake
got hit
Sr.
with
in
60
2020.
rounds.
His son
Not
Jacob
fired
Blake
60
Jr.
rounds,
was
he
shot
got
several
hit with
times by
60.
police in Wisconsin and left paralyzed.
And fired
According to
90.
the family, Blake Sr.
The officer
traveled
said
to Akron
ceasefire
to show
3
support
times.
for Walker's family.
They shot for 7 minutes. He waved his hand and said ceasefire 3 times.
he kept hollering ceasefire.
This young man and his family and the community.
Justin Blake says his brother was arrested for charges including rioting and resisting arrest after he got out of a vehicle to check on the activist who was being punched.
Nobody understood why they were trying to arrest him. He was explaining he wasn't in the street.
And Blake Sr. ended up at Cleveland Clinic.
I'm not
Akron
with people
General.
going
At the
to
end of
the
the day,
city's protesting.
the police officers arrested my brother in such a brutal form that he had to go directly to the hospital.
My name's Bianca Austin.
Bianca Austin was also arrested by Akron police and appeared in court today. In 2020, her niece, Breonna Taylor, was shot and killed by Louisville, Kentucky police. Austin posted bond and got out of jail today.
We're trying to get everybody that was arrested yesterday and this week out of jail now.
Akron police say all use of force incidents are investigated, and that includes what happened last night. Officers added that the arrest started after protesters didn't follow orders to stop blocking an intersection, and that chemical irritants were used to clear the area, which protesters say has been happening too frequently in recent days.
I have personally witnessed the peaceful protesters being tear gassed.
No justice!
The group Freedom Bloc and other organizations plan to continue protesting, push for police reform, and demand answers.
The community just wants to know what is going on.
In Akron, Bob Jones, News 5.
So hold on. Now let's go to this one. Let me check. Man. I can't find it. I'm gonna find it for y'all and put it up. It's where the dude, you know, it's what I'm talking about, Drib. The dude where he pulled up in the front yard, and it was just like a regular ass stop. He pulled up in his yard, and the police started firing on him. They had it on Facebook the other day. Like, he pulled him out.
I ain't see that.
You didn't?
Did they kill him?
No, they didn't kill him, but one of the niggas had got out. And ran. He got away. One nigga got away. And then the other two niggas, they was whooping their ass, but they beat the shit out of them. Like Dream, I ain't gotta explain to you, but to y'all two, like they was
Check
fighting.
your history. Check your history. Check your search history.
Well, it's not on YouTube. It was on Facebook.
Okay.
That I seen it. I thought they might have had it on here. Yeah, but let me see.
And that girl, and that 4-year-old girl that got killed, I think that was white people that did that.
Who?
Damn.
No, well, I don't know who it was, bro, but that was Johnny Gator, dog, that got killed.
Yeah, Johnny Gator and a 4-year-old girl.
And Journey, yeah. I know Johnny, but see, did you see that thing? Bro, they was just chilling. Niggas was just chilling.
Oh, it's a video of it?
Yeah, niggas was just chilling. And then they was all in it. They was in the what's the shit down there on they was in by Summit Lake. What's the shit by Summit Lake? The ones on Thornton, where Thornton and Princeton at.
Channelwood?
They was in Channelwood. They was all chilling. Let me see.
Yeah, dog, that's what I'm saying. Like,
and then all of a sudden,
one of the largest Klan chapters in the nation too. In 1920, I think that ain't that far enough. Them people's grandkids and kids still living and out here.
Yeah, I can't find it. I'm gonna have to look at Facebook.
Yeah, but this shit done gone too far. Like I think the social media playing a part in the way these people police acting too.
Most definitely.
I really do. I think it's playing a part in the way they acting. They know the cameras rolling. Like, everybody is just weak. So
like, it ain't nothing new. It's just everybody got a camera now.
Yeah, they enhancing it. It's everybody got a camera and they know they being seen.
Right.
They know they being
always
seen.
Like people like some white people who care seem to think, like, white people who care about this shit, these issues, seem to think this is like some new shit. This shit been happening.
How's that curfew down there? Is it like they say it is?
I don't know. I ain't really been out after.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll be at the crib, bro.
Is this it? can't be it. Well, this 3 years ago. You can see this shit.
Why is y'all tasing him?
And they beating him.
Yeah, this just.
Yep.
Look, kicking the shit out of him, beating him. Y'all do know that Arizona just passed a law that it's illegal to record a cop.
What?
Yep.
Wow.
But they recording when they want to.
Yeah, they have to.
Well, he tasing them for nothing.
Tasing the shit out of him.
Do y'all need backup or something?
She said, "Do y'all need backup or something?"
Right, cause y'all right.
That's a woman cop out there too. And that's a white dude. That let you know they don't give a fuck who you is. They gonna whoop your ass. Acting police will whoop your monkey ass, boy. That's sad as hell.
You ever had any crazy encounters with the police down there?
Yeah, they pulled a strap out on me when I was 16, nigga, for running a light. They said I ran a yellow light. How you run a yellow light? Fuck is that? Right there at the corner on John Brown, right at John Brown home. Coming to the corner on Copley. Copley and fucking Portage Pass. My crazy encounters with the law have been in California and Oklahoma. Not Akron.
Right. I'm talking about that.
Yeah, most of mine in Akron, I just got the strap pulled out on me. That's about it. That's fucking sad. Look, here he come. Let me get some. Did you see the stutter step when he got on the run? Though?
I thought he was for the kicker.
Me too. I think he thought about it. Look.
Oh wow! Look. Why?
That's what they do. There's nothing new.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I would crash out after this. I would crash out after this. I would have to get back. I would have to. This is the reason why you got motherfuckers, psychopaths killing cops, and this the reason why right here. This the reason why. It's the reason. It's the reason. Like, it ain't even gotta be. I don't even have to be involved in this situation, but to be just to go through something and then see this, I would be like, man, I'm finna go to Akron and lay all their ass down.
Y'all jumped out kicking his ass.
And it's all on video.
And I got cameras on my house too.
Wow.
That's the sergeant right there. Where? Because that's
right there.
He was scared to get pulled over by the police. Look what y'all do.
Did not fuck with that sergeant.
No.
Come over there, whoop your ass too.
He a veteran and all types of shit.
They start whooping your ass.
Y'all crazy as fuck. That shit fucked up.
Yeah, this sad. Right?
That shit not even funny, man. That shit fucked up. That's the police. And they're gonna do it again. They're gonna take him to a motherfucking field or something and beat his ass because that's what they've been doing.
You hear him? You hear him?
Oh, wow.
No lies detected.
So he got another ass whooping coming.
Probably. If he drunk or resisting or, yeah, probably. If he don't do what they want him to do, yeah.
They ain't even had no probable cause to even stop that man.
Make sure you hear and listen to what they say. Because you take a long time.
I wonder what the original car was.
Evidently looked like the man was walking because I don't see no car.
That's what it sounds like, the way they putting it.
Veteran dude that I was talking to about my truck.
Look, neighborhood dude. Just a neighborhood guy.
Yeah. Right there.
Nigga live right there.
Yeah. They fucked him up. He wasn't doing nothing but walking.
See?
And I noticed, you know what I noticed different about this video and then videos I be seeing in other cities? These people holding back. These people holding back. These witnesses, they holding back. Normally you see them right up on the action, telling them like, stop, stop,
Oh
stop, don't
no,
do
not
that.
here.
You're wrong, you're wrong.
Not here.
I can see. I can see.
You get your ass beat too.
I can see.
How many officers is that right there?
About a dozen.
At least I was about at least 12.
Dang.
Yeah. What's up? No, cause y'all don't take too long.
But I see these witnesses and these bystanders is holding back. They holding back.
They probably scared they're gonna get their ass.
That's fucked up.
Right. And they was beating them.
14 officers on one.
14.
And we recorded it too. Yeah, good.
That's too much.
Wow.
That's too much, yo.
Yeah, man. Shit crazy, man. And you know, not to pull away from any other city or state or anybody else's.
No, that's
problems.
different, bro. That's different. That's
you know what I'm
different.
saying? Like this is something that we used to because we're here. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you know, I know it happens everywhere, but
not like that, bro.
Nah.
I mean, yeah, this is just how they do. Like it is
true.
sad. All this stuff is covered in Jalen if you put it up. Akron police shooting 6. Oh, I remember this one. I don't like that one. This is another one. That they killed. They killed this guy too. I don't even think this has sound for real. Cause this is a what's the name?
This is when they still had dash cams.
Dash cams, right? Yep.
So they once had dash cams and they got them deleted. They took them out.
Like in 2017. They ain't had them since like 2017, I think.
Yeah, because you see this 2014.
Look, he cooperating. What is they doing? No, he not.
And dude black.
He was cooperating, man. They start getting rough with him for nothing.
Right, for nothing. And then of course when somebody starts beating your ass, what you gonna do? You don't try to get away, naturally.
Yeah.
It's fight or flight, and you realize that
you're gonna lose when you fight. Yeah, you're gonna lose.
Fight the police is you gonna lose.
I couldn't imagine, bro.
I think they actually show it, or no, they took the sound off. They must have took the sound off normally. Oh no, there it is. They dropped him.
They shot him.
Yeah, they dropped him right there. Look at the neighbor. The neighbor ran out the crib like, what the fuck? Yeah. So this shit nuts, man.
Everything.
That shit nuts. But hey, while we still on this, and I don't want
they killed that other dude too. What was the other dude's name they killed?
I can't think of his name, cause I know it was on. That wasn't that long ago, was it? It was more recent than the other guy we just watched. I can't remember who it was, man. But this shit nuts. This shit crazy. This shit just happened in Buffalo the other day.
Yeah, I seen this.
1 second, okay?
Yeah.
Speed pass. This shit is wild, man. This is why I don't ride with everybody, man.
Mr. Bell, your
I'm either
registration
by myself
has
or with
been
my
suspended
family.
since February for an insurance lapse. Did you have some sort of lapse, or did you switch insurance or anything?
I switched insurance.
Okay. Yeah, your reg is suspended right now. It's not really a big deal. We're just gonna get you. Well, I gotta have you step out, and then we'll work with you and go from there. Okay?
Step out
Yeah,
for
just
what?
come down here and chill. Yeah. Okay. All right. No big deal.
I'm on crutches too.
You're on what?
I'm on crutches.
Oh shit. Was it your leg?
Yeah, I got shot.
You got shot 2 weeks ago?
2012.
Oh, in 2012? Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I'll just have you step out slowly then, I guess. Are you able? Take your time. Yeah, it's not. Knew that was coming. Knew that was coming. Knew that was coming. Watch out. Here.
Seen
Sorry.
this crib?
Alright.
They ain't got dash cams either.
Nope. Just the body cam.
They ain't supposed to do that. They ain't supposed to do that. They ain't supposed to do that. They're not supposed to shoot from their vehicles like that.
You don't know who you gonna hit.
No, they're not supposed to do that.
Passenger and driver. Radio, passenger and driver both firing shots. Any cars approaching us, he is firing head on.
He is firing at any officer coming close. Fillmore.
Shooting, shooting.
Approaching Fillmore. Southbound Fillmore.
Man, they don't know who they're gonna hit.
They not. They don't know nothing. They just GTA, man.
You hear the motherfucker hit the windshield though? He's shooting at the cops too. I mean, the drivers are shooting at the cops.
They're shooting right now. They're shooting right now.
Still shooting. Approaching Sycamore.
They supposed to fall back. That's what they supposed to do.
Coming up on Broadway.
I don't know if our cars here we're losing something here. Tell them our cars. I don't know.
Our car is hit. Somebody get ahead of us. Broadway and Fillmore, southbound.
They thirsty. They playing GTA, bro.
Ain't they?
Wait till you see the outcome, though.
Tell them it's slowing down. About 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, he licking shots. He got something big, too.
They're gonna show it.
Yeah, that boyfriend did get hit.
Hey, Benny and them say Buffalo Wild.
Yeah, Buffalo Wild.
Tell that unmarked to be careful so we shoot at him.
Unmarked, be careful.
Holy fuck, our car's hit. What's that? They just shot our car. Did you hear it?
Don't advertise on Google Ads or Facebook before blocking.
Passing at 33, still on Chester, sir. And northbound on Chester, 33. So approaching back, still northbound, passing higher and out. Passing high. Clear, passing high on bus.
Smack that nigga.
What's that? I want it. We're done. Let me just 5 more rounds. Still shooting. Still shooting.
Airport radio. Airport
Hey.
Stop. I'm hit.
They are still shooting at officers. Currently still shooting at officers.
Yep.
Shorty them ain't fucking around, man.
Oh, shit.
Albert 441 radio, we're heading to CMC. My partner's hit. Where you hit, Chris?
Albert 441 ECMC.
Them boys ain't trying to go to jail, man.
Where, Chris, where?
I'm fine, Cal. Just get to go. I'm fine.
Radio, let ECMC know we're heading
And this
there.
in March, man. I heard nothing about this.
Careful. Don't shoot, though. Don't shoot.
What's okay? He will shoot.
He's gonna shoot at hold
Man, and it looked like his officer was in the line of fire, man.
All them houses right there.
Yeah.
I know it's hella rounds in them houses.
Yeah.
Fucking the cars are right behind it.
You heard it, like his car's right behind him.
She a cold piece though. She a cold motherfucker. She the one got that motherfucker.
Damn, it's over. If this bitch blow again, she bogus.
Oh, she still blowing, they all blowing.
Get back in the car. Get out of the way! He's coming this way.
He's scared.
Uh-huh.
God, man.
Where are they?
That's enough, Hoss.
That nigga said that's enough.
Yeah. Hold on, this might be a better angle. This can come right there at him.
Yeah, he's gonna come right there. Actually, it's the one after this that's the best angle. The dude that come, that get it from like behind. See, that's the one we just seen.
Right, him right there, the steering nigga.
Yeah.
He could have look. He almost got his ass shot by his officer.
Yeah. He didn't even
look,
discharge.
both of them.
This one, Lieutenant Baker. I think
close.
Lieutenant
We're
Baker
approaching
got the line.
Fillmore. Approaching Fillmore. Speed is 20.
Officers, be careful. Heads up out there.
Heads up on Fillmore. Heads up on Fillmore. He's approaching now.
Fuck.
Damn, it's going already. We late. Man, he just came around the corner shooting.
Right.
A lot of them. I'm imagining is they investigating a lot of them because a lot of them came late and didn't have to like him, like the lieutenant just came around the corner. He didn't know nothing was going on. He didn't know nothing. He just came around that van shooting.
Start shooting.
Yeah, they wasn't communicating with each other. A lot of shit.
Exactly. That shit crazy.
They gotta have the right lawyers.
That's what they was blowing
the right
with.
people looking. That's what the niggas that was shooting. That's what the niggas that was nailing the police was shooting.
That's what they was evidently, that's the weapon that hit the police.
Look at the clip. Ain't them draws?
Yep, it sure is. But look, look at the charges. July 6, 22. This I think.
Oh, he didn't even get killed.
Nope.
Fleeing police officer.
Record. They charge. But see, this is what's crazy. I get the fleeing. All this comes after. But the reckless endangerment in the first degree.
That was y'all.
Thank you. The police did that. Because if they'd have let them niggas go and just say, hey, well, fuck it, we not chasing them.
When that's what they supposed to do. Before they do all of the stuff they did, they were supposed to fall back. When them boys start shooting at them, they were supposed to fall back and tell all the other officers to fall back and make a perimeter or some shit like that. Do something else.
And with this is the thing. That's why they got the helicopter.
Exactly.
At this point, when they ran, they supposed to just fall back, call the helicopter. The helicopter gonna follow them wherever they go. That's gonna happen. It's gonna be in an area where they can do whatever they can do, and they can get them in, or they can find out where they at. Or with today's technology, you know who you already ran his plates. You already put his name in the system. You already did that right there. With today's technology, all you got to do is put out a warrant, and y'all gonna boom. Y'all gonna catch them wherever they or find.
If y'all gonna catch him, y'all gonna.
Diligence. None of the gunfire had to go. None of it.
None of it. When he took out, when he first, because he shot first. The suspects, they shot first.
Right.
And once they shot, that's when everything it was not supposed to go like it went. They were supposed to fall back. Mm-hmm. They had already, like you said, they had already ran his plates because they had him over there. He took off on them.
So the reckless endangerment was the officers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As far as them being investigated, like the lieutenant, he definitely should have a count of reckless of 120.25, 120.25. He should definitely have a count of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
You ain't lying.
5 counts of attempted murder. Ooh. Man, hey boy, he got the right people, man. He could come from up under that.
That's crazy.
Especially with all of the footage and shit. Like he can come from up under that with the right team. He come from up.
I don't know. I think just that one.
He could get that last one. Unlawful fleeing officer. He could get the last one. He got the right people, man, and they pull up all this footage. They can use this footage and use a whole bunch of other shit to show that.
Mm-hmm.
I just ran.
Right.
These people were shooting all. Y'all don't see these people shooting all over the place? That's what made me start shooting all over the place.
Man, like this shit, I don't know. That shit wild. And it's funny because I heard at one point in there, the officer said, don't shoot.
They did.
So I don't know. Well, I do know because when they said don't shoot, them niggas shot. The other niggas shot at them.
Them boys shot first.
So they
The
pretty much had
suspects,
to,
they
yeah.
shot first.
But
But they probably thinking like I'm thinking like they gotta fall back. They gotta fall back. This is our chance to get ahead.
Mhm.
Cause they supposed to fall back when they get shot at like that. They shot their windshield out, man.
shot it the fuck up.
Yeah, they was supposed to fall the fuck back. And then they talking about one officer got hit. No, and then they shooting from the car. Soon as they get shot at, they shooting from the car. That's reckless endangerment right there.
Right. You ain't. And I'm like you. I don't. They not. So I ain't never seen where it was allowed. Where it was allowed for the police to shoot from the car like that, to hang out the window.
Nah, hell nah.
Gang.
That's reckless endangerment. That's a drive-by.
So shit, man, that's crazy. Just in short, man, I just it's a difference. Only and the reason why I wanted to bring that up when I got sent that is because these are two different instances, right? And I pretty much can bet you that less shots was fired here at them, even though it was overkill, than it was shot at Jalen.
At Jalen, yeah. And that's one person unarmed.
One person unarmed versus two that are actually shooting at police.
Huh.
So, just to put a little contrast in it, that's the reason why I wanted to bring that up when I got sent that. So, moving on to the next one, man. We gonna Iceberg
We're
Flame
continuing our series Crime Without Punishment that looks at the disturbing rise in unsolved murders in the U.S. Welcome back to CBS Mornings. Our investigation uncovered a troubling racial
Prayers
disparity.
to Akron,
Murder cases
man.
are far less
Prayers
likely
to
to be
Akron.
solved if the victim is Hispanic or black. Jackson,
I just hope
Mississippi
when
has
they do
experienced a
something, it's
spike in
not for the
killings,
show,
with more
it's
than
really out the
150
heart
murders last year,
for his family.
and about 4
I
in
doubt
10
it.
remain
From the heart
unsolved.
for his
I
Chief
family.
doubt it.
investigative
We
correspondent
already
Jim
talked
Axelrod
about
went to
it.
Jackson
Like we
to
already
see the
talked.
toll
We
of
already
unsolved
said that
murders
they doing a
on
lot
the
of shit.
relatives of those
Oh.
who have been killed. Jim, good
Well,
morning.
Good morning. There are the numbers.
Like
and
the
behind the numbers.
propaganda y'all got
traveled to
going on with
Jackson
the
last
news and the radio and all that shit. It's just aimed at the white people to make it feel like the white people is being involved in their concern.
Right. So I don't mean the city when I say that somebody do something. I mean like whoever. Like okay, Spike Lee was here today. You know what I'm saying? And all kind of shit like that. Like I mean, when those kind of people that actually got the bread to do something, when they do something for his family, I hope it's out the heart. You know, from the heart instead of
And
for publicity.
yeah.
It's going to be publicized, but I hope it's from the heart to the family and not really on no. You know what I mean? Like really on no.
Yeah,
Boys,
I know what you're saying.
that went out in Louisiana. Damn, the pastor with the perm.
You say who?
What's the guy's name, man? The preacher with the perm that went down to Louisiana back in the day.
Jesse
was doing all that shit.
or Al Sharpton?
Nah, Sharpton. Yeah.
Al,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't seen his
yeah,
funny
don't
ass.
come in here like Al Sharpton, yo.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that, man.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Really be thinking about this man's family and all the stuff because whatever I don't know what I'm gonna have to dig deeper into what's going on, what happened over here on the south side, on Princeton, but I do want to take a small time and say rest in peace to my boy Johnny Gator. I knew him from the past program we was in when we was kids. We was 16 years old, 15, 16 years old, and after school program. He was a cool dude. He was always funny and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And from what everything that I had got, which I'm gonna reach out to the peoples and everything, but the info that I had got so far is that he was trying to save the little girl, basically, trying to stop her from getting hit or trying to save her from the bullets. When I seen the video, I'm gonna pull it up and try to get it ready for next week. When I seen the video, it was crazy. Like it was way more kids than just her out there. It was really like, I don't know if it was a function, but it was people everywhere. Kids, people of all ages, old people, kids, like everybody. It's the project, so it was kind of like just a day in the project. You know what I'm saying? Just we out here hanging and shit. And The video that I seen didn't really show the car. That's why when Drib said it was some white people or something, I gotta see, like I want to see more. I don't know what the fuck going on. I want to see the video, more video of. I know somebody else went live. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the video of somebody was live. So I know somebody else went live. I know there's a different angle somewhere where we can see the car because, of course, when the shots started ringing, you know, it was another little kid there, so he grabbed that little boy. And so when he grabbed him the phone, all you can see is, you know, motherfuckers running in the ground and shit. You know what I'm saying, at that point. Because it's like he picked up the little boy and he told somebody else grab somebody else. And motherfuckers was just scattering.
Hey.
So, and it was crazy. Like, it sounded like, it just sounded like some funk, man. It sounded like Get Back. It sounded like some shit was going on. It sounded like shit was going down. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it is the hood. It sounded like somebody was actually, like, looking for somebody or just, like, this motherfucker, this, trust me, it's fucked up people everywhere. Like, it's demons everywhere, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? What the little niggas want to call themselves? It's demons, man. It's demons everywhere, bro.
Right about that.
All them little niggas, man. So, man, rest in peace to all the people, man. The Journey, Johnny, Jalen, all of them.
All of them, yo.
All of them, man. So this one, you're going to have to explain us, get after this one, because I haven't seen this one. I think I looked at it. This is about the mothers of Jackson, Mississippi. I had looked at it last week when you first put it in there. But I haven't, like, refreshed up on it. So,
straight.
We'll check this out.
To meet with a small group of mothers who'd lost their sons. What we found was a community seething with frustration that more isn't being done to track down the killers of their children. We also found an overwhelmed police department that says it can't possibly keep pace with the violence.
Everyone in this room who has had a member of their family murdered, raise your hand.
When we started calling mothers who'd lost their children to murder in Jackson, Mississippi, word got around, and more than 30 people arrived for our interview.
Put your hands up if you feel like you've had to investigate your own loved one's death.
This shit.
The pain in this room in Jackson was overwhelming.
They didn't investigate my case.
And more just kept coming, wanting their stories heard.
Even the detective when I talked to him, they hung the farm up in my face.
Willie Mack is himself a former homicide detective at the Jackson Police Department.
What an ambulance at?
His daughter was shot.
They was flocking in, and there was already tons of people there.
Hang on, how many years were you with Jackson PD?
24 years.
You had 24 years in, and when you call the detective investigating your daughter's death, you don't get your calls returned?
I don't get no call returned.
To understand better the depth of their suffering, we sat down with 3 mothers from the group.
My son, his name is Kenlon Thompson Jr. He was murdered April the 1st, 2021.
Zachary Ryan Robinson. He was murdered on April 29th of 2014.
Ryan, he was murdered November 26, 2020 on Thanksgiving, a day after my birthday.
Margie Allen, Danita Williams, and Lucinda Wade Robinson are talking about their sons, all younger than 22, all gunned down in the city of Jackson, Mississippi. Population, 153,000.
Has there
That's
been
a
any
lot of
arrest
people for
made
just that
in
amount of
either
people.
Of these 3 cases?
You know what I mean?
No.
Not one arrest.
I was showed
That's
a
the
picture of my
majority
baby on
of
the side road. I was showed some information.
That's a big
and I was told
percentage
to solve my own
of
crime.
young black niggas.
Go solve your
Young
own
black
crime?
male.
And bring
That's
them
a
the
big
evidence, and I
percentage.
would
All
take
them
it to
people
them.
out there.
In Jackson, the capital of Mississippi, the numbers are stunning. 156 homicides last year, one of the highest per capita homicide rates in the entire country.
Do you
And
feel
100 of them was
murder
probably
is being treated
young black guys.
differently here?
Murder is at the bottom of the totem pole. It's normal. A young black male is going to die tomorrow. We have 3 over the weekend. We can't get to you right now.
The whole system is backlogged.
James Davis is the chief of the Jackson Police Department.
Does not solving homicide cases erode the trust the community has
in the police department?
Well, of course, we tell these citizens the truth. We don't tell them that we can solve a case without the facts, you know?
Chief Davis told us Jackson PD's ability to solve murder cases depends on processing evidence at the state crime lab, which he says is overwhelmed.
I can use more police officers. I could use more homicide detectives. But if the state is backed up, the court is backed up, we will still have the same problem by developing these cases that we're already doing.
FBI research suggests homicide detectives should oversee no
No,
more than
that make
5
a little
cases per year.
sense. It make a little
Jackson
sense.
PD has
The first
8
part of
full-time
it, as far as the
detectives.
judicial
That's enough
system
for
backed up
40
and the
murder
state being backed
investigations.
up.
Last year alone, they had nearly 4 times that number.
I don't think any
so take a
police
hold to
department
that.
in
Put a
the
footnote
nation
on
can
that,
say that
because
they
I'm
got
gonna
enough
address that
resources.
right there.
Jackson homicide detective
reason why I say
Sergeant
it's
Kevin
kinda
Nash
bullshit.
works in an office where each desk is piled high with files. He knows that means victims' relatives aren't going to like the pace of solving their loved one's murder.
Sergeant Nash, I talked to him and he said, well, you know, a lot of y'all come down here and act like y'all children are perfect. I said, no. I said, first of all, I'm not acting like my child is perfect, but my child did not deserve to be killed in the street.
But Sergeant Nash says he and his colleagues are doing the best they can.
I'll be honest with you. When your loved one is killed, you can never do enough to solve that case. I call them back when I'm available. It may not be right then when they want to. And remember, if this was your child, you want immediate answers too.
I will always tell you that the Jackson Police Department can do a better job.
Jackson Mayor Chokwe Antar Lumumba knows all too well what unsolved crime can do to a family.
And my brother was shot in the head in Jackson, Mississippi. So we're no friend of crime, right? And no one was ever arrested for that.
But points out his police department makes arrests in 6 out of 10 cases, above the national average.
I get the feeling no matter how often you talk about it, the tears don't stop.
No, no.
You just lay in bed at night and just cry all night, and you get up and try to fight more.
And I don't like this
Justice for your
kind of
child.
exposure. I don't like
Too
them.
much.
I don't like this kind of exposure to these ladies. Like, we don't want to see them break down. I mean, some people need to see that, but we don't need to see that shit, man. And she's shaking and she's shaking this shit. She's really uncontrollable.
White people get sexually aroused off of that
Now,
shit.
tomorrow, we'll bring you our 3rd story in the series, which takes us to Baltimore and focus on possible solution.
So, fuck what they talking about. This the reason why I say what he said makes sense, because when you talking to reporters and shit, you have to bring something up. You have to have something to say to them, or when you talking to somebody, you have to make sense saying something. So of course that makes sense. But I'm gonna tell you the real root of the problem is they not really doing their motherfucking job. Because
And that's the second part of what I was saying. Yeah, you're right.
To say that you backed up and you waiting on some stupid ass fucking forensic lab, fuck that. Most of these crimes can be solved in the community when you go and you talk and you reach out and get your black ass in the community and find out who the fuck is doing this shit. You got to talk to the people. You got to put your motherfucking feet on the street. Ain't no motherfucking lab gonna tell you.
Because niggas already talking anyway.
Facts. Ain't no lab gonna tell you who shot Pookie, nigga.
But guess what they rather do though?
So that theory is trash.
Guess what they rather do though?
What's
have
that?
road every motherfucking where every goddamn day.
Yeah, just checkpoints.
That's
shit, like curfew and shit like that.
That's trash.
That's
corny. That's
corny.
But that's like martial law. Like that's like martial law, and a lot of these cities need that shit. They need martial law. They need to make a motherfucker have them stay their stupid ass in the house, or if they get caught, it's a heavy penalty. Like they need something. They need something because these niggas just think they can go in and come out. That's what they think they can do. They think they can get away with this shit.
From a roadblock though?
They need shit like that. They need roadblocks and checkpoints.
But that ain't solving no murders. That ain't solving
It's not solving. It will once you gonna get the more people that you can investigate and interrogate. A lot of people, when shit happen, niggas just talking. Yeah, from a roadblock. From if you stop 5 people and 3 of those people it can be interrogated and they know something, then you got some kind of lead. Like the more you interact with, that's interaction.
You just
they leaving these crimes unsolved so they can get more.
Okay, you know what? Maybe if it's a law, if like you can't. I don't say they just do it unless they get a if they can able to to vote for the martial law. If they can do that, then yeah, hell yeah, roadblock, checkpoints, curfew, all that shit.
But did you hear? Did you hear what Drib just said though? Drib, say that shit again, cause he just made a
They leaving these they leaving these crimes unsolved on purpose so they can get more funding.
Okay, well then ain't no need for roadblocks and shit then. Well, ain't no need for curfew. Ain't no need for that shit.
They know who killing these people.
Okay, okay, if that's the case, then what's going on is going on. Ain't nothing we can do about it.
Nah, that shit right there, man, is crazy because they bring up the crime lab shit. I don't give a fuck if the crime lab is backed up. That ain't no fucking excuse.
Nah, that ain't no excuse.
You get your ass out here and you have 2 times the evidence to fucking 3 or 4 times the evidence to turn in when they do get around to the shit. That shouldn't stop you from being out here doing your fucking job.
Footwork, knocking on doors, talking to people, all that shit.
Period.
Because, like I said, people already talking. Pookie got killed, but Pookie baby mama sister know who killed him.
And why?
She know she involved in the shit damn near.
That's why I'm not. That's why I'm saying like these people, what they doing, and you can look at this nigga's face, man. Look at this. Look at the fucking excuse. Look the unmitigated gall. The unmitigated with this nigga right here.
Hey, bro, look.
The unmitigated gall to tell somebody.
He knows that means victims' relatives aren't going to.
Where this fat motherfucker at, man? Where this nigga at?
I'll be honest with you.
This nigga.
When you're
killed in the
yeah, he kind of tweaked me
but
out.
Sergeant Nash
This
says
nigga is fucking lazy.
Yeah, you look at him.
This nigga is lazy. He is not doing his fucking job, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I can look at him and I can look at his demeanor and I can hear what he telling this nigga and I can tell that he not doing his fucking job. He letting this pile up and he's scared to go in the hood. He's scared to go in the hood and knock on them doors, bro.
Yes, he is.
colleagues
Listen,
doing
you
the
can tell.
best they can.
Listen.
I'll be honest with you. When your loved one is killed, you can never do enough to solve that case. I call them back when I'm available. It may not be right then when they want to. And remember, if this was your child, you want immediate answers too.
I will always tell you,
nigga,
Jackson.
Nigga, what? I call him back when I get to him.
You heard him say it, yo.
I call him back when I get. May not be when they want to, when they want me to. But let's be honest. If your child got killed, you would want the answers right now too. Like nigga, fuck yeah, nigga. So why the fuck you ain't doing your job?
Hey, bro, that was a lot of mothers for Jackson, Mississippi to have 150,000 people.
Thank you.
And that was a lot of mothers, and they were all black mothers.
Thank you.
That was a lot, bro. And it was in between 2014 and now, that was a lot of mothers, man. In Jackson.
They were still coming in the door, yo.
And they were still coming in the door. That's crazy. But you know what, bro?
But the bottom line to that shit is, honestly, they don't have enough for them young motherfuckers to do. If you had more for them motherfuckers to do around there at the younger age, they wouldn't even get into that bullshit right there. If you had the summer work programs and all of that type of shit.
They do got that, bro. They do got that. Yes, they do, bro. My daughter is in the program right now. My kid's in the program right now.
They don't have it down there.
They got it, bro. They got After School Matters is worldwide.
I'm telling you,
nationwide.
Before the last active year that they had that shit in their work, they didn't even have the money to pay the kids at the end of the fucking summer, yo.
They got their money back. They got their money back.
They had to ask for private businesses and shit to give money.
Yeah, they got their money
for some shit employed by the city for the city not to have the motherfucking money to pay them kids at the end of the year, yo.
Bro.
Boys not active. YMCA is not active. None of that shit is fucking active. You don't have enough for these young motherfuckers too.
So right now in Jackson is not active.
Right, you see them walking.
It is something to do, bro. I'm telling you what's wrong with what's going on now is us. It's us. Like, I'm not saying you Hustle, I'm not saying you Flames, I'm not saying you Drip, I'm not saying me, because our children are not like that. They learned and they understood, but you got people that's at our age range that don't pay attention. And then we got our little sisters and brothers and cousins that got kids and nobody's paying attention. It start right there at the crib. That's where it's at. If you're not paying attention, they're gonna go off and do what the fuck they want to do.
We talked about that weeks ago at the same time.
That we can't say that that's not a problem, but it.
Because look, most of these kids, look, out of those 100, say for instance, like I said, it was 150 murders. Say for instance, 50 of those was young black guys. I can almost bet my bottom dollar that 30 of those 50 young black guys had some sort of involvement or some sort of association. They were targeted.
By each other, you talking about by other niggas, basically.
Yeah, for the reason that they did.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
who's to blame? Do we still blame? Like, do we still blame the people that killed these kids that was innocent versus the ones that killed the ones that was targeted?
Now let me break it down to you, because I think this is an important part right here. I see what you're saying, but I think the key is they're not doing their job so we can get the people and find the people who are to blame. That's the issue right now that they having down there with the police. So we know they're kids. We know they mostly niggas. You know what I'm saying? They the same. They like us. We know that it's us. But the problem and the issue that the mothers are having is that the police not doing the job to find the people that's to blame. So we're not disagreeing. They are to blame, but they're not finding them. Okay, and that's the issue. So my point that I was getting to when I was saying that you came in at the right time. And now my point is, now how many of these mothers can't tell the police what their children were doing? That could help find out who killed your son. Okay. Point, but
because there go another 25 of those mothers that ain't speaking up.
And I hate buts. When a child, when a child is, you can do all you can, bro. You could take that kid to church every month, and every Sunday out of every month, and twice during the week. But when that young man feels that he's grown enough to take it in his hands to do what he wants to do, there is nothing there that mother can do or say. And there is a lot of stuff. There's stuff right now that you was doing at 15 and 16 that your mama still don't know.
Man,
same with everybody around here. And that's just the fact about being a man. That's just the fact about period and growing up. And that's just how it is, a man or a woman, because it's stuff that women doing, that girls is doing. You know what I'm saying? That they mamas don't know about, and that. So that's what I'm saying. That's a point. That's a point to make, but also to react that point. Nobody knows what their kids is gonna do when they get to a certain age. You can't control that.
You can't, but you still involved in even as my children being grown, 30 years old. I'm still involved, and I know.
He's only saying that because his mom was an evangelist and he was bad as hell. That's why he's saying that.
What? That you had, well, no, but that's a true.
You go to church. You could go to church and Wednesday and everything, but once that young man decides he want to be a man,
but still, when you involved, even still,
I know from experience. Like, then, if that's the point, like I know from experience, and I'm only speaking facts, that once a child is a certain age, there's nothing you could do. Like, okay, so what are they? If they do tell the cops something, all they can say is, "Hey, he hung around with this person, that person, and this person."
That's a lead. That's a lead.
Okay, so what if they're doing that, but the police is not going to check this person, that person?
Okay, now that's a different story.
So that's where I believe that that's where I believe, and I feel that the problem is coming in.
It go both ways. It go both ways though, because they feeling
why
like
wouldn't a mother? Why wouldn't a mother tell everything that they could to the
because
police?
They don't want it. Because they don't want to make it look like they want to make it look like their child was innocently killed. Like he was killed. He was an innocent bystander. He never did nothing to nobody. Like they got it right now.
No, man, I don't agree with that because the one lady sat there and said, "We know our kids aren't innocent." She sat there and said it.
Check it out, right? Look, this recent, right? And this recent. Listen, this recent. This real quick. This recent, and this fall in this same category to a T, right?
Okay.
But it's a little more. It's a little more high profile because. For one, it's Charleston White, right? He really don't. He really don't have nothing to do with it. He really don't have nothing to do with it. But look, he got on the internet and he's saying fuck this rapper, fuck that rapper, fuck his dead ass, fuck his mama. He talking about a rapper, right?
Oh yeah.
He had this rapper who he was talking about. He invited this rapper's ops, dead ops, mothers to come and do a podcast. Have y'all ever heard of Say Cheese?
Yeah,
Should I say it that night? Okay, shout out to Say Cheese, or really not shout out to Say Cheese, but they invited these mothers of these dead gangbangers whose name, like y'all heard of Smoking on Tuka.
Yeah, oh yeah, no doubt.
She's famous for that. He had that man's mother come and do an interview with him.
I seen it. Yeah.
With a whole bunch of other mothers, just like what we just seen. But these are rappers, and these are people that steady talked about and brought up. They never rest. They never rest. He had this lady up there, like he wouldn't stop with the questions. He broke her down, bro. Like like when that lady was crying right there, that shit was painful. But what I'm trying to get at is these mothers that was up there doing all this crying and breaking down like that. Not one time did they mention the stuff that they kids did to get killed. These was some ruthless niggas. FBG Duck, all he talked about was the people he didn't get along with, dead friends. That's all he talked about in his music, and he was making hundreds of thousands of dollars. But she never mentioned his side of the story.
But wasn't Tuka innocent though, bro?
Tuka was innocent, but he hung out with he was the only innocent one, and he really wasn't innocent because he got pictures of him throwing up gang signs. He died with his hat broke off to the side. He used to diss too. He affiliated. Tuka was innocent, but Mama Duck wasn't innocent by a long shot. But she never explained her side. She never explained Duck's side. Like she never explained. Yeah, well, I know my son made the worst diss song in rap history, and like those mothers, you didn't hear those mothers that side of their children. All of them, the way we looked at that video, all of those children were innocent. All of those children was innocent. When, like I said, out of 50 of them, 30 of them was targeted. So we jumping the gun by saying that we're not jumping the gun by saying that the police not doing their job. But what if they to the point to where this shit getting overwhelming? I need to resign because this shit getting overwhelming. They killing each other and ain't nobody talking. We ain't got no help. We can't solve this shit. And then we got all of these mothers, they're accumulating about it every night. The lady said it. We lose 3 black kids every weekend. Can you imagine the being overwhelming? The cases are steady coming in, and these people are getting upset. They protesting. They out in front of the police station. My chief is on us because we got to do more out in the streets. It's a lot going on. Okay, like I would imagine being the police. I would resign. I don't want to be the police no more.
All right. So with your theory, that is us.
I ain't saying just us. I'm saying as a whole, as a community. Yeah, us and them.
Okay, so based on that, I get that you saying, that the kids' mothers need to be saying, telling, what it is and saying, hey, my son was in this, my son was in that. I know he was living wrong, yada, 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 but this is whoop-de-whoop-de-wop. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. I definitely do. So what?
Or no, not even say it. Just know in your mind that my child was doing this. So ain't no need of me going this hard to try to force the police to figure it out when I know they're not trying to figure out shit.
So my question to you is, how hard should they go?
I mean, they should organize their own shit. Like Akron should organize their own shit against police brutality. Black folks need to start coming together. Black folks need to start coming together. We could have a community of people that know our kids do wrong and lose their life, and we still keep it between us to because it's people talking. We can settle this shit on our own. We got all kind of rights. We can kill the nigga that killed our kid. the right way and legally, the right way. It's a way that it can be done. Not saying we gonna go out here killing these kids. That you know what I'm saying. No, you could organize. Black folks ain't doing enough as a whole to me. That's it. But we complain when they not doing their job. Can you imagine the cases? Can you imagine the paperwork loaded up at the police station right now? Imagine that. Close your eyes and imagine the paperwork.
I definitely get it. Like I'm honestly, like I hear everything you saying, but I'm honestly at a loss because that shit, everything that you saying is out there. We've been doing that. It's out there. It's organizations, it's groups, it's community groups. But what can they do when a motherfucker's just gonna do what they want to do?
Use the law.
These kids is not coming to these community organizations and they not running up in them and saying, "Can I have some help?" or "Can I?" And you saying use the law, but the law ain't doing their job. So how can they use the law?
I mean, not the law, the judicial system. Ain't nothing we can do. Ain't nothing we can do to solve these murders.
It's tweaky in Chicago. That shit like media.
I'm talking about all over. I'm talking about all over. It's a way to use the judicial system all over the country. It's a way. Like I said, we can stand up. Ain't no need of going back trying to find out who killed this person, who did this, trying to get closure for who killed them. His best friend killed them. Is that what you really want to hear? Is that what you really want to hear? No, let's move forward. Let's move forward and stop this shit. Let's move forward and stop this shit.
So you saying to the niggas, stop it.
That's the reason niggas can't get along. I killed your homie, you killed my homie. We'll never get along. Only way we can get along is to say, man, you know what? He did. Yeah, he did. What can we do? It's blood spilled. What can we do? Forget what it's for and forget how it's done and forget who did it. It was done. What can we do to put our pride aside and say, okay, you killed my friend, I killed your friend. What can we do that?
Man.
Can we do that?
That's something that you gotta ask them niggas, man. I don't know, and I don't really like that. It's gotta be
stopped. It sound good in the motherfucker, man. But can you do it? Can you do it?
Bro. Hell
can you do it?
Nope.
I know it.
And you know why? Because the way niggas is conditioned, they already conditioned to listen to the negativity and to glorify the negativity.
That's all they want.
If a nigga not spitting negativity or you know what I'm saying, or it just, I don't know, like people feed on that shit, bro. Like if nigga gonna be like, "Oh, shut your positive ass up" or some shit like that or some old goofy shit, like, or ain't nobody niggas is not gonna they not gonna fall in line, like, and it's because of the conditioning, and that's another topic. That's like a whole deeper topic among us, because you got to understand the fall. You got to be able to fall out that conditioning, or to notice that what you seeing or what you taking in or what you ingested is conditioning. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, the way kids and the way, and I say kids, but at the same time, it's a lot of people that's our age and it's adults that's in it and got it too. You know what I'm saying? And are conditioned too to basically flock to the negativity. Like they have a hopelessness feeling like, oh, it ain't gonna never change, so I might as well just do this because I got to get me.
And that's what I'm saying.
Like, it ain't gonna never change. Exactly. So fuck it. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this because it ain't gonna never change. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, niggas gonna be like, that positive shit. It. Like, in other words, nigga, yeah.
But you know what? You know how they'll learn if the positive niggas are more active with, like I say, the laws, the judicial system, the way shit written, and the way you could use it. You could take this law and put it with this law and make it make sense. So if we standing on these niggas, you killed my cousin, and I know the right law and the way you killed them and this and that, and I come find you and kill you, and I can beat the case. We need to start trending now, just like they trending for doing the dumb shit they doing. We need to start trending now, because I found you killed my cousin. I found your ass and whacked you and 3 of your niggas all at one time in one car, and I beat the case. And I'm telling the laws that I intentionally did this. It's a way, bro. It's a way, bro. It's a way. It's
I
a
need
way.
to hear that way. I need to.
We got to get it together as a whole. We all need to get our conceal. We need to all need to get our conceal and carry whole class, so we get so many hours a week. Like we got more hours than the police do. You know what I'm saying? Like we put in work.
We need to be
you know what I'm saying?
policing ourselves.
That's what it take. That's what it take, and for us to start trending as this nigga killed did a drive by and killed my cousin who was armed and was shooting at him, and I just feel like I want justice, and we go and find him and kill him and 3 of his buddies.
And you know what's sad about that? Soon as you do that, and soon as we do that, the police gonna get your ass.
No, because we on top of their ass too. We putting this same. They not using the law. We know we learning the laws. Because like I said, you can take this kind of law and that kind of law. You can take a good law and a bad law and put them together and make it depending on the situation. You can make it a law. And that's what we not doing. That's what we not doing. I know I sound like a jailhouse nigga, but that's how it is.
Well, I just need to. That's interesting, and I want to see like some examples of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to see some kind of shit like. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying now. I'm just saying.
That's
like,
good. I know what you're saying. That's good.
We can do that. Like if
we have to literally find us a jailhouse lawyer to talk to us about that, because they the ones that can study that shit. A motherfucker that have been in jail for 30, 40 years, and that's all he did was read.
Right, because I don't think nobody's denying that we need to come together. But my only thing that I'm saying is that, like, in order to do that, niggas flock to. It's gonna have to take somebody big, like even if somebody like Jay-Z or somebody did that shit, man, it's still gonna be some niggas that's not gonna be like fucking with that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so niggas, you have to be big in order for a nigga to listen to you, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, motherfuckers ain't gonna listen to a nigga in the same position that they is just because they got a good idea, even though the good idea might be good. What you saying might be the way. I can give you 100% to you because you know what I'm saying, and not because you not somebody else that got the brain and shit. Like, you know, I can
give you 100% statistic right now, real short.
Talk to me.
All 4 of us.
Okay.
Like we don't have the look or we don't do. We can get away with that kind of shit. We can work with the law. We can do that shit. Like, we all can do that shit. Each one of us come from some kind of organization that, like, that shit can happen, man. Like, us four right now is prime examples of people that can get away with murder legally, standing up for who we coming together and making it legal. And I'm not making this about being murders, but if they shit trending, what's the other way to trend? Well, them boys is killers. That's what they gonna say. Them boys killers. Don't fuck with them. They said don't come over here shooting tonight. Don't go over there shooting tonight.
I mean, of course, that's go without saying. Anything on your property is some shit like that. Like,
man, not just property in public. In public, man. We just gotta learn them laws.
You know, we are what's the name state now. We are what's the name. We open carry now. So that's why a lot of things I be telling, like, a lot of things that I really stand by too is that we do need to get our gun permits. We do need to start carrying and organizing. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, I believe that it takes place less than on a global scale. Let's take away the global scale about it. If we just had the thing like you talking about, if we had that in each community, or if we had certain people in communities that could do that, and we start with them communities first, you know what I'm saying, as far as like doing shit like that, like almost, and I don't like the term, I don't like using trendy terms like policing the police. But if we had something,
that's exactly what it is.
If we had something like that to where we could establish some shit like that within small communities, within each other, you know what I'm saying, and not no bullshit neighborhood watch shit. I mean, like some shit like you said, where a lawyer can get us together and talk to us and tell us what we can do, what we can't do. We basically need to and can start forming our own sort of militias if you want to
Even against,
put it
even
like
with the
that.
police brutality, it's the same way.
Because the white people
Look at the
got 'em.
Black Panthers did it. They did it. They stood up to them. They did it for a long time.
Now, see, the cold thing is everybody gonna have to be super solid though. And
Yeah, of course.
and you know that's the thing where a lot of
It's
times
social media now. It's
that's
social
how
media now. We
everything-
got Facebook groups and shit. It's
Well, I
social
mean,
media.
and see that too. But like the thing is, somebody gonna see something. They gonna always. I think they gonna find a way to get to a motherfucker, bro. They are, and that's how they did the Panthers. That's how they did anything that we try to start up. Even if you look at
And
the
you know,
Crips.
and you know
Go
how
look
they
at the
break it up.
Crips. Go look
You
at
know
the
how they
Crips.
break it up because of the law. Because of the law. We got to know the law.
They use it against us. Yeah.
They use it against us, and it's still. And all they do is take a good law and a bad law and put it together
But
and
they
come
catch
up with
somebody.
this law.
But they catch somebody. And
Yeah,
they
of course
find
we gonna take.
somebody,
Of course
and
we
they-
gonna take losses. Of course.
But I'm saying they find somebody that flips on everybody, or they find somebody that lets them in
course.
and know the whole the whole inner workings, because
course.
motherfuckers don't really be solid on that type of tip to where.
But
it's
right
like,
now we
nigga,
got four that ain't gonna turn.
for sure, because you got to think like this shit for us. It's for the future. It's for the it's for us. It ain't even about no bread. Like, it ain't no amount of money that you can give me to not want to think that we need to fucking not uniform up, but we need to be together. That idea that you spoke of is
Uniform
not
up.
the fucking
Uniform
truth.
up.
Is not what we need to do. Like, that's what we need to do. Like,
Yeah, and I'm not saying go and
100%
shoot
hands
police
down.
up, shooting
Right.
up criminals and
But
shit
we gotta
like that.
know. We gotta know what to do. That's why I say I would like to see some examples of that shit, because we definitely, like, I don't know, man. Like, we definitely.
I know what you're saying.
That's
like
the way, cuz, like, but my faith ain't there with niggas, and y'all know that. Like, no matter how much I sit here and say I know that's the way, I know that it's gonna be some kind of way
oh yeah,
that
they gonna take us down.
Yeah, not even that. Not even take us down. Even if we could get it up, they would be trying to do that. But even to get it up, it's gonna have to be something that we gotta do. It's gonna have to be from somewhere else, from somebody else, from somebody that a motherfucker wanna be like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just put it to you like that. Don't nobody wanna be like me. Like, I'm regular. I'm a regular motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I can have the best idea till I'm blue in the face. And I can spit it till I'm blue in the face. But if it's coming from somebody that got the bread, because that's what I actually think that we need to do first before we come together with that. We need to get some kind of way where we can control all of our shit. Once we control all of our shit, because in a deeper to go deeper on that whole shit, if you look at every motherfucking nationality, like, look at the Jewish people, they don't be worrying about a lot of this shit, bro. And I think Cuz said some shit like this, like, for real, like, they don't worry about none of this shit because they got their own money. Like, they control a lot of shit. They control down there all of Hollywood. They have
we the only ones that ain't got our own community. It's Chinatown, Greektown, it's all kind of shit.
Right, we don't have no monetary
all,
community. Bro, it's Chinese stores in your neighborhood. There's Mexican stores in our neighborhood.
It's a whole neighborhood called Chinatown.
Yeah. Like, Mexicans will parlay up on a crib, a big ass dumb stupid house where the mortgage is $1,000 a motherfucking month, but that bitch got 7 bedrooms and 2 living rooms and 6 bathrooms. They'll parlay up on that bitch.
And all downstairs is they store.
And all downstairs
they own banks and shit.
They doing shit. Well, no, I'm just saying they just all got. Somebody do something. Hector do this. Manuel do this. Kathy do this. They do that. And everybody might be paying $200 for that motherfucking $1,000 shit. So they eating, they living good. Everybody out there driving good ass cars. They got their own monetary structure set up. Niggas will not put a monetary structure in place or follow it. If you tell a nigga to spend your money in the black, put your money back into niggas, into the black dollar,
like,
they gonna look at you like,
shit.
nigga, right, I don't eat that shit, or I don't fuck with that, I don't fuck with everybody food, or I don't fuck with that nigga shit, or no, I don't really, that ain't for me. Like, that's the shit, bro.
And that's why segregation was a bad thing, cuz.
Nigga, I don't believe, I'm not.
We had our monetary structure set up before segregation.
But they killed it. They burned us. They burned our shit to the ground.
Niggas killed it, wanting to be able to go have a white bitch and take her to a white neighborhood. That's what it's about. Oh, you laughing, but that's it.
No, because of the way you put it. Them niggas got out the way.
Because the way you put it.
Right, it's the way he said it.
Before segregation,
I know what you're saying.
Segregation. If you tried to have you a white bitch, your ass would have got killed.
Right.
Note to self.
Look at Emmett Till. All he did was whistle at a white woman
before he married Coretta.
You say, yeah, I did hear that shit.
Dr. Martin Luther King.
Yeah, he was with a white chick.
Get the fuck out of here.
Before Coretta, yeah.
Well, he wasn't.
Why
really
you think
like,
he got? Why you think he had the dream, nigga? Where you think the dream
Coretta
came
wasn't
from?
even who he was supposed to marry. They just let him marry Coretta just as long as he ain't married that white woman.
Dream, tell that nigga you can go look this up. This a fact, bro.
You can go look. Listen.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Listen, you know how it was back in the day. Like they had old custom. They had Martin Luther King's wife out, bro, before he even graduated high school. She was a famous singer. Like I think she might even sang opera or something. She was cold. That's who he was supposed to marry. He left her for a white bitch. Just so his parents could appease him, they let him marry Coretta because that was his pick. You know, there was arranging marriages back then in the South. You know, your family got dough, my family got dough, our kids gonna get married, keep it in the family. Like that Wu-Tang, my seed marry his seed. That's how we keep Wu-Tang money all up in the family. That's how it was in the South. We had
I never knew that about Dr. Martin.
We had a structure, cuz the niggas wanted to be bumping elbows with white people so bad, have a white woman so bad. That's why they was pushing for segregation. Before that segregation, we was Republican and had dough.
That's a fact.
Come on, man. I keep trying to tell you, we never needed that segregation.
We was working people just like they was. Driving the same cars they was doing and all that shit.
This the sad part about it. This the sad part about the whole shit. Rosa Parks, it was black bus companies, cuz.
Yeah, no, I heard.
They didn't even have to be on that bus.
But
come on, man. Niggas wanted to be around white people too much. That's all it was.
Okay, I get that part of it, but this is my only thing. This is my only thing where it comes to I get that. Trust me, cuz I get that part of the segregation conversation. But when I'm talking about it, I'm mainly talking about certain laws that were put in place behind that shit, because before we had segregation, nigga, they were allowed to just run around and kill us for doing stupid shit. Like there were certain laws that were put in effect that actually sent them niggas to jail for doing that shit, or made them motherfuckers investigate, or it gave us our rights to fight. It gave us our rights to fight against motherfuckers who did us wrong. Like without segregation, without certain laws in there, or when that shit happened, without them certain laws, we wasn't able to, like, you know what I'm saying, unless like we wasn't able to fight them niggas, like, or they wasn't getting punished for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this like how you say. I ain't even gonna hold you. That's some bullshit.
That nigga said.
Cause why is we still getting killed by the police to this day? All you gotta do is put on the police uniform. You kill as many niggas as you want.
You seem like
well, I don't want to hear that.
I mean,
I don't want to hear that.
Them is just facts.
That don't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China. Oh, it stopped us from getting killed. Oh no, it didn't.
Man, y'all it stopped. Put it like this. Put it like this, but man, it's more. It's getting back to the way it was. So nigga, like, I understand what you're saying, but like you're not driving down the street and seeing niggas hanging from trees, bro. Like, and that's the kind of shit that was going on back then. Like, nigga, Nigga, our parents lived that shit. Maybe we need to bring one of them on the show
so they can tell
what the gap or what the bridge was, or so they can explain that shit a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Because it was some shit that we didn't go through. Like, nigga, I didn't never walk down the street and see no nigga hanging from the tree, bro, and I never wanted to experience that shit.
You want to know why you ain't never see that? Because it's 2022.
There's cameras everywhere.
And nobody, no dead body just out in the open like that.
Nah.
That's why that is.
Nigga, they did it in California a couple times, like recently.
Yeah, because they ain't know.
That shit is coming back.
They ain't know.
That shit is coming back, bro.
Niggas ain't gonna let that happen.
In California, big. You know
niggas ain't gonna let that happen. Niggas ain't gonna let that happen.
Yeah, it ain't gonna go down like that. But it need to be like
this motherfucker up.
Like how what Farrakhan be saying, we need our own spot. Like we need to have Texas.
We need our own merchant societies. We need all that shit. We need to be.
Nigga, there is no objection to that, nigga. But how? All these niggas that got the bread, nigga. What is they doing?
Man, I try to give back much.
They want to be around white people. They want to.
Niggas don't want to bring our. We don't want to bring our own
elbows and shoulders with white people too much.
They don't want to rub our. They don't want to fucking bring our own people up, bro. And I ain't got bread to be talking about what a motherfucker could do, because I can't do shit for nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say what them motherfuckers should be doing or what they should. But all I know is that if motherfuckers had the bread and had the power, if we had our own structure, we could do shit. We could do a lot of motherfucking shit, period. We could have the same kind of militias and the same. It's motherfucking white people right now, motherfuckers that have whole militias and whole groups and motherfucking gatherings that buy land. Like, niggas will not buy land, bro. Like, they buy land and they protect that shit, and you cannot come on their motherfucking land doing nothing stupid. Think about if we had our own city like that, bro. Like, but I ain't got no motherfucking bread to do that shit.
Because
the motherfuckers who got the bread do that buying cows and shit and having car shows and shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's ingrained in us now. It's ingrained in us now.
That's a shot to Rick
Ross. A whole other way. Because for real, what you call Black Wall Street was only made on like Wall Street was only like 40 acres.
That's what we were supposed to get.
Man, that shit gonna take. It's gonna be a long time.
You see how prominent Black Wall Street was? It was only 40 acres of land. Kanye got like 1,000 acres right now.
But what he doing with it? What he doing with it though?
Man, he got 1,000 acres.
That nigga stay with white. That nigga stay with white people. So he stay with white chicks.
Yeah,
he got like 1,000 acres in Wyoming. It might be more than 1,000.
And think about it, acres he got randomly places.
But is he building houses? Is he building communities? Is he building shit and saying, "Hey, this is where we need to be, y'all"?
No, it's for him.
He might.
He invite people out. I'm pretty sure he showed a rich a good time out there.
Right.
But it ain't nothing to give back,
bro. Don't you know other cultures?
You see when he was on. See what he was saying when he was on Drink Champs.
Yeah, he was weird as fuck on Drink Champs.
No, he was kicking some real shit. He like, I want to make it to where everybody can get like 200 or 300,000 to where that ain't even nothing.
He's saying that, but then he was turning around and then he had down a lot of people. Like he was being hypocritical with a lot of shit he was saying. I feel like he got the right idea. Of course, he got the idea because he can come up with thousands of brilliant ideas. But I feel like he was being hypocritical about a lot of it. That's what I feel like. Yeah,
he weird, but like he be kicking a lot of real facts.
He do until he stick his foot in his mouth. He'll do all of that, kick all of them facts, and then at the end he'll say 2 words to just make me not even believe none of the shit he just said.
He's just a goofy motherfucker. Like he do got some good shit, but the thing is, like, it's a difference between saying that shit and doing that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can say that shit, but
you don't do it.
If you ain't putting the effort, or if you ain't, like, I don't even know. Like, and I just put it like this. Just the same type of shit like where Akon. What is Akon doing with the little city? I heard that shit was a whole fucking Ponzi scheme.
No, it wasn't a Ponzi scheme. He ran out of funds. It turned into a Ponzi scheme because the funds wasn't coming in.
Right.
But he ran out of funds and ain't no lights out there now. It's a city though.
But I bet that nigga he ain't back in the 1-bedroom apartment and he still got bread.
Hell no. Yeah. His money didn't have nothing to do with building that city.
That's my point exactly. Like,
Yeah,
if all these niggas got this bread, bro, and these rich motherfuckers, and this the shit that they learn, like what Ralphie said. This was shit that they learned from the white people, bro. Niggas always trying to be white. Like, they learn this shit. Instead, they learn that when you get rich, to do something big or to do a motherfucking big ass motherfucking contract or do some shit like that, you don't even use your own money. You go use other money. They call it crowdsourcing.
Yeah, that's all it is.
And shit. Yeah, like they go get other motherfucking shit and go donate to this, and I can double this. I could double this for you. I could double
Trump
that for
ain't
you.
never had, most of those people in the biggest debt in the world.
Exactly. But I'm saying, as niggas, why do we try to follow that shit? Why can't the niggas who actually do have the liquid assets, why can't they put 10 in here or 5 in here or this? Nigga, you put 5, you put 6, and we get this motherfucking bread because this is our bread, and then we this is for our people. Why won't that, like, niggas won't do that shit?
They got us brainwashed to be one man for itself.
Thank you. That go back to what I say earlier. Program.
Man, they gonna spend 10,000.
That's not where we came from.
They gonna spend 10,000 on turkeys.
Damn sure did.
That's not where we came from. We was, collective work and responsibility.
Thank you. It take a village.
Yep. It takes a village to raise a child.
A nigga gonna get like Irv Gotti. He just sold all his motherfucking masters for $100 million. He gonna take 10,000 and buy a bunch of turkeys and give away.
You know what's funny, bro?
That ain't helping, bro.
Why in
the eyes of the internet, he helping a lot,
bro. That shit corny. Why is the niggas doing that, man? This is funny. Why are they this leads to what? Who said it? We was just talking to somebody said these niggas broke for real.
They broke for real.
Did Dream say that or you said that, Dirty?
No, Dream said that
because Lil Wayne just did the same thing right before he went to jail. He sold all his motherfucking masters, all that motherfucking shit. All the shit that he fought baby for or semi-fought baby for that he ended up getting, he went and sold that shit to the white motherfuckers.
He sold it all.
He sold it to like Sony right before for like, what was it, 10 mil or something? Or,
but he did profit because it was only
like 100.
That's right, 100.
He did profit because it was only like worth 40 mil at the time. That was his worth getting from baby, and once he got it, then it turned into that 100 mil. So he profited.
But it's funny though because
but 100 mil is nothing to Wayne. Like
that's right now. Well, we saying that.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
He ain't got no money like that.
Right. Thank you. We saying that, but it's a reason why he did it.
Yeah, it's to us. We like, man, that nigga, that 100 mil ain't shit to him. But it's a reason.
It's a reason why he did. He wouldn't have did it if he wasn't broke, or he ain't.
No, listen.
Wayne,
that's how I feel.
I ain't gonna say broke. I just say needed it.
That's what I feel like. How he looking at it. I feel Wayne looking at it like this. That 100 mil something to me. These songs ain't nothing to me.
But man, I don't know.
No.
I guess. But you make so much. You can make with the streaming.
If I was Wayne, right? If I was Wayne, I would. That shit like collector's cards. If I was Wayne, I wouldn't have sold my master.
Yep.
If I already got 100 mil.
Because with how streaming is today, man, all you gonna make money off your shit.
Yeah.
Niggas is just streaming shit.
It's just
don't make money off streaming, man.
No, but that's
yes, you do.
Okay. Oh, you don't?
Man, you make good money
off streaming like how you can make off an album.
No, not off an album. No, like in doing shows. Yeah, you're right.
Well, the album is streaming, man. The album is streaming.
Just selling music digitally or an album, any type of format, selling music in any format.
Streaming is different than selling your music. Streaming is different. Streaming is different. Streaming is different. Streaming is clicks.
Why you think artists don't even have their album streaming when it first dropped? They put it, unless you super big, they gonna make it. Streaming ain't even gonna be available when the album first drop unless you like Drake or somebody.
Because streaming is clicks. It's gonna be sales at first.
Mm-hmm. Man, that shit it don't equal that much money. It don't equal money like
streaming is way more than sales.
No, it
Streaming
ain't.
is
No, it's
yes,
not.
it is.
Not even when you own your master.
Even when you
Drake
don't own your
his
masters,
masters.
clicks is
Drake
what's
don't own his
happening.
masters.
That's the only way people listen to music now. It's clicks.
Drake don't own his masters, y'all.
Even if he don't though, clicks is what
like
make
the
the
number
money.
one streaming. He like the number one streaming artist too.
See, and them clicks is what make the money, man. It ain't the album sales. Album sales stop after 30 days.
You gotta be that big. You probably gotta get
the biggest.
Jay-Z
right
now.
Jay-Z can drop an album.
How many plays you gotta get to get $1 million? No,
we're not talking about plays.
You gotta get to get $1,000.
See, you saying two different things. You saying sale and because sales only go on the first 30 days or the first week, really. Sales only go on the first week.
I'm saying, Google how many plays you
click. It take a lot of clicks, but
how many clicks you need to get
$1,000. Think about you got that shit in your playlist.
I'm about to see. I'm about to Google it.
And you got that shit playing 5 times a day. You and 150 million other people.
All I know is a whole bunch of artists who not as popular as Drake is not gonna let their album be streaming until after they feel like it ain't selling no more copies, no more other format copies. Albums do not be streaming when they first come out. If they ain't
they don't stream at all. They sell.
Because they gonna know they gonna get jerked. They were trying to get that real money.
Yeah, they get that money first. They get that $20 automatically each album first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't saying you're not gonna make no money off of it, but unless you big, you not.
Yeah, you gotta be. I don't know. Streaming clicks. Nowadays, clicks is something else.
I got like 10,000 streams, bro. Either to 8 to 10,000 streams, bro. That shit equal like $3.
It says you need 150,000. It says that the number can range because depending on how you set up to get your payment, like it's depending on how much the people who you got your shit streaming through, how much
third party,
right? Depending on how much you getting. It said it can range anywhere from 150,000 streams to 600,000 streams to get $1,000. That's if depending on how your shit set up.
Now is that showing different platforms like Spotify?
Because you can't generalize it because of the platforms is different. And every artist
you
got a
go gold.
Certain amount of money.
You gotta go gold on streams just to get $1,000, bro.
Yeah.
He says 600 was the highest.
That's the high. That's if you got a jerk me deal where you gonna get like 3 cents a stream.
Like gold.
Hey, like you know what? YouTube clicks pay more than stream.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
they pay more than stream.
Right.
I bet on United Masters you gotta have 600,000 streams to get $1,000.
Boy, you say 600,000 on United Masters.
They got different.
Boy, you gotta have way more than that. You gotta have over a million.
That's what I'm going off of my streams off of United Masters. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, United Masters. You gotta have over $1.5 million damn near just to get 1,000. You say 1,000? Boy, if you get $1,000 out of United Masters, man, you working.
It depends on what kind of thing you got too, though. What kind of plan?
No. They talking that plan shit for like people like Drake who got an exclusive deal with Apple, who gonna let him get voted off 150,000. They know he about to do maybe 1 billion streams or something.
Yeah, so they advancing him anyway.
Yeah.
He get money up front, and then he get back end money once he catch up.
Last time I looked, I had probably like 8,000 streams, man. That shit was like $2 or something.
That's good. That's good, Drill.
Hell yeah, that shit. What's up.
It is.
I was mad as hell when I seen.
Nigga, you gotta start somewhere, nigga.
It at least could have been $5.
I fucking cried.
$5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
y'all can't even buy a pack of cigarettes with that.
I mean, but at the same time, we looking at.
I can't even buy a sandwich with that.
Okay, so if you look at how many times, like how many motherfucking streams these niggas be having that we talking about though, because I ain't talking about me at this point. My whole conversation, we wasn't talking about us. I'm talking about like them big niggas, man. Lil Wayne got millions of fucking streams, dog. So
Man, that ain't where they capitalize. That ain't where they capitalize.
I'm not saying they capitalizing off that. It's always been the show money and the appearances and all the hustles that they do on the side. It's always been that. It's always gonna be that, bro. It ain't gonna never change. That's why they invented the 360 deal. So artists can stop getting money off of their shows.
Now they money coming from the YouTube algorithm. That's where everybody's money coming from.
Man,
that's the get rich scheme. That's the get rich scheme.
I'm gonna be honest with you. YouTube cool too, but like Drib said earlier though, it's always been, bro, the shit that you do on the side. And your motherfucking live shit, like your appearances, your shows.
Yeah.
Look at how the motherfucker. No,
the more your name is said.
Look at how niggas start tripping. Look at how all these small artists start tripping. These niggas that be getting 5,000 a night and 10,000 a night when they go do these little ass fucking concerts and shit. Because look how they was tripping when COVID hit, because that shit stopped their little money. They might got millions of streams, but they was only getting their little money from fucking going on the stream shit. And when you sell your shit directly, if you selling your shit directly and you getting all your bread, and you not releasing your shit, then you gonna get your bread. If you own your shit, you could release your shit by yourself, get all your motherfucking money, period. And that's the only way you gonna really eat, because like you
still paying a lot to have that done.
I only brung up the streams just to point out that the fact that, because I'm not talking about niggas like us, I'm talking about Wayne. Like Wayne got millions and millions, so that is money. That is money not to be thrown away. You know what I'm saying? Like that little money, that shit is not to be thrown away. Like I'm not gonna give you my master for 100 million, and I got this constant money coming in, because they pay them niggas for doing shows. They pay them niggas just to play their shit on placements. Nigga, Lil Wayne got shit on ESPN, Sports Center. Like, so when he sold his masters, all that money went to the. But when he sold his masters, all that money starts going to the company he sold his masters to, not him.
He lost that category. He lost that category of passive income.
Right, that's the
money while he sleep. He lost that.
That's why I brung up streaming. So I ain't want us to get too. I'm sorry, we got too deep on streaming. But that's what I brung that up for, because that's the passive income, and I would never want to lose that shit. You get royalty. You give up your royalties if you don't have no masters.
Yeah, you making money in your sleep.
Like, come on, bro. Like, that's Wayne.
Like I said, that's what I'm saying. But like I said, this Wayne, he feel like he can do that again with no time.
Man, it's gonna take a lot of time for that for them songs to be classics. Like, that's what I go back and I stream the Carter 3. I go back and I stream, and I can play the whole album 3
Wayne
times.
has 30 years of hits, bro.
Lil Wayne did an interview recently that had spit some bars to him that was his. He didn't even know, man. He like, who said that? That's all.
Hey, listen, the nigga said it take him so long.
Again, man.
He said it take him so long to make a thing.
Machine, man.
Yeah, he got so much shit. He can do it. You're right. He can do it all over again.
Did you see the interview where the nigga said he takes so long? He said he takes so long to write a motherfucking verse. Sometimes when people give him shit, he said he don't be trying to be disrespectful, but he said he be taking so long because he got so much music that he don't never want to say the same thing twice. So he had to go through all of his shit.
How many times you didn't think he didn't read a Drake song?
Oh, nigga, he's responsible for
Drake. Man,
he's responsible for Drake.
Ain't nothing to him. And Drake and Drake hit him off.
Him and 40.
Drake hit him off every time he gets some money, probably like how Snoop did on Bossing Up. But dude with Big Red. And Bossing Up. When Snoop got money,
stupid.
He hit Big Red off
y'all know Lil Wayne had influences too. He was influenced by people too.
Hey, but this nigga Snoop, that shit crazy, because this nigga Snoop, that's funny that you said that you bring that nigga up, bro. That nigga Snoop just bought the Death Row. Huh?
Yeah, he did.
He signed his first artist already too.
Did he?
He signed his first artist. Yeah, I think it's a female R&B.
It's a female.
Yeah.
That's cold. That's cold. But I'm just saying, like, he finally got all his shit. That shit raw. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think
What
that shit
Snoop
cool.
finna do is a lot of death row artists fell on hard times. Snoop finna reach out to Rage. Snoop finna reach out to Danny Boy. Danny Boy done already pleaded this case. He finna reach out to those death row artists that didn't.
Danny Boy trouble.
He trouble, yeah, of course, but he and that's why he finna have a hard time getting signed with Snoop, because he said that Snoop ain't gonna put him on death row because he gay. So he fucked up opening his mouth. Because Danny Boy is LGBTQ.
I ain't know that.
Yeah, he gay.
I just knew he was trouble because he was the nigga that he one of the reasons behind Pac getting killed.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, he is.
Because
that's the nigga. That's the nigga. Because that's the
nigga. The first nigga to swing on Orlando.
No, bro. That's the nigga who chained at Orlando and them took at the mall.
Yeah, okay.
That's the nigga. Who, and so when he ran up in the office, like, nigga, they just took my chain.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. He wanted to. He started that thing, that whole shit.
Okay, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, Snoop. I think Snoop.
What up? Who that? Tony Spitz.
What's cracking?
What's happening, my nigga?
Man, shit.
What's good with you?
It's Tony Spitz's birthday. Oh no, it ain't no more. It was Tony Spitz's birthday yesterday,
man.
Happy birthday, nigga! I ain't even know you a July baby.
Looking.
Okay, 14th. Man, mine was on the 9th, nigga. That's what's up.
Damn. Happy belated, Brody.
Thank you. Happy birthday to you, nigga. Shit. What's good with you, man? We in here just shooting this shit. We was there about to wrap up, man. We was talking about these. We done got all off the shit, man. We was talking about so much shit, bro. We was on the
nigga. Yeah. What's going on with LeBron James and Spike Lee?
I don't know. We ain't see. I know they was here for. I know Spike Lee was here for the what's the name for Jalen.
I know they should have. I know that GoFundMe should have been filled as soon as they knew about it.
Yeah.
So is it any word that LeBron James did anything to help out with the investigation, to speed up the investigation, to help out with who did it, to help the family? Anything that LeBron
can't do that, man. Unless he do it
discreetly,
anonymous.
Yeah.
Nothing yet.
But ain't nothing in the news besides that he came to add back to
It ain't gonna be that.
You ain't gonna hear it.
Did he come back for the
service? That the white people gonna be out there rioting.
He here.
Right.
He here because he had a shootout at St. V at his gym like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
With the kids and shit.
Oh no, it was a fake shootout, but dude got stomped out though.
No, I ain't talking about shootout like that. I'm talking about like they was playing basketball at the
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he had that kind of shootout, man. Like tournaments, the basketball tournament.
I'm gonna say Brown was blowing. What
no, you talking about the white? Tony talking about the white kid that got beat up. They got stomped to death out there at the courts at the I Promise school.
He didn't even get stomped to death.
Beat up.
Right. He just got beat up.
Thought they had stomped him, but they ain't even stomped.
Yeah, they ain't. Yeah,
he passed away though.
He passed away. We covered that a couple of weeks ago.
Was a bitch ass nigga. That's why he died.
That is why he died.
Yeah, well they was running around. They was shooting. They was running around shooting niggas with like frozen water. They got these water pellet guns now. Like they shoot these little BBs damn near, but it's supposed to like explode on you. But they've been freezing them.
Is 30.
He had to.
You seen them pellet guns where it got the water in them?
Yeah.
The water pellets. Yeah.
But they freezing them.
They freeze them. So
they had one of them and had the pellets froze.
You put a motherfucking eye out with them.
Exactly.
So they rolled up on some niggas at the court doing that shit, man, and shit. They got out the car to fight, and the dude ended up dying.
Yep.
Well,
some little niggas at that, like they was grown, but they was actually little. They probably thought they was only little kids, but they was grown. Yep. They was so small in stature.
Still doing dumb shit.
Probably thought they was gonna win the fight because they was so little, but them little niggas killed that boy.
So when you look at that in the media, you see what we talking about, how these white motherfuckers around here, like the way they like blow
It
shit
was
up.
clearly
Like
a hate crime.
it was
If
definitely
they're
a
trying to
hate
act like
crime,
that
bro.
was no hate crime, they hating.
It was
A hate crime against the shorty that was shooting the ice ball.
No, hate
Oh,
crime against the
shooting
nigga.
the ice ball was the hate crime
Okay.
against the black people.
Okay, well,
Right.
yeah, he's
And
supposed to
so
got stomped out.
and so
And
the
he got his
daddy.
ass killed.
And then you see on the news the daddy on there talking about, oh, he was a good kid and nobody
Okay,
deserves
that's what I was
to
saying.
die.
That's what I was saying about all those mothers. How many of those
He wasn't
mothers?
even in his. He
How
wasn't even
many
in
of
his
those?
own neighborhood though.
Okay, but how? Oh, man, most of them, and out of 50 of those black kids that got killed, 20 of them wasn't in their neighborhood.
But the way this man put
20
this
of them,
shit,
their mama don't even know what they was doing.
I should pull this shit back up, man. You gotta see, bro, the way this man did this shit, bro. You know it was a hate crime, my nigga, because he just sent up there. Nobody deserves to die over a gun, over a squirt gun, over this and that.
See, how come they don't?
It's like, nigga, that's what we saying, but I'm saying that's how the black, the white, his daddy, like, you know.
LeBron should have got them boys out of jail.
Facts.
I don't know if they still in there or if he didn't get them out, but I know he should have.
Oh no, man.
Say you don't know.
Yeah, cause I don't know, like we don't know the other side. We don't know what them shorties don't. We don't know the
LeBron should have gave Jalen
We know we have the whole story. We know the whole story.
Right.
Okay, who are these people that killed this boy?
Them right there.
Them right there. Come on, y'all.
Yeah, them right there.
They look. What you mean? Come on, y'all.
Look at these niggas, man. Look at the first nigga.
Show him, cuz. Go down. Right there. Right there.
Oh my God, dude. Look at this nigga, man. Look at this nigga, man.
Yeah,
that don't mean nothing, though, man.
This ain't the first. This ain't the first white boy he beat up, bro.
No.
He just killed the nigga 2 days ago.
What you going off of? What are you taking? What are you? Because now you're just assuming.
I'm judging them by the way he look, right?
Yeah. Okay. So what are we talking about?
We don't know. I'm saying that's my purpose of saying we don't know both sides. We know both sides. Tell us shorty.
We know both
Tell us
sides.
shorty them stories.
We do.
They ever been convicted before?
What you're doing is making up a story off an assumption, and we're trying to tell you, that's not it.
Okay, I'm listening then.
That is not it. These are just regular ass 21-year-old boys went to go hoop at night.
You know they gave him the worst picture of him. You know they posted the worst picture of him. You know that's how they do.
They in they hood hooping.
No, take it back and tell me exactly what happened. How did shit start?
They in their hood hooping.
How start.
All right, they're in their hood. The black boys you just was judging are in their hood hooping at I Promise School, which is LeBron James School. They live in that area.
A school built for them.
It is an open fucking court outside that anybody can go hoop at.
Glass
backboards and everything. This is LeBron James.
Beautiful. So
right.
They're minding their business hooping as grown men at 10 o'clock at night because they can do that.
Mm-hmm.
These teenagers who are not from the area have been driving around all day shooting ice pellets at anybody. At anybody. They pull up to the school, see the grown men playing basketball in their neighborhood, minding their business, and starts firing on them. They say something like, hey, you bitch ass nigga type shit, whatever. They get out the car.
The shooters.
The shooters get out the car and go try to fight. And go try to fight them because they got confronted. And then they whooped their ass. And then he died from an ass whooping. And then they ran and left him there. And
he just stopped out.
It wasn't even like Drib said, it wasn't even really a stomping. I say stomping, but it wasn't no stomping.
He probably took an accidental headshot. He fell and hit his head.
That's probably exactly what it was.
But the whole thing is, like, when I play this clip, and you see this white man talk about his son, like
I
I
don't want to see
heard.
I don't want to see that. I want to see. I don't want to see that. I want to see. I want to see those grown innocent men. I want to see their story.
They're not ever
You're
gonna
not
show you
gonna
that.
see it. You're not gonna see it.
Why?
Because that's the way
What
our
you
media
mean,
does,
why?
bro.
Look at your skin.
We
Look at
don't
your
know.
skin. Look at your skin, and
We
you
do
tell
know.
me about it.
We can't judge everything off because we black. I don't
In
have
this situation,
I don't have one thing. Look, one
We
thing
telling you because we know because their family has told us.
One thing that I don't have. One thing that I don't have a lot, or I don't really pay attention to it, is racial discrimination. Another thing that I don't have, period, point blank, is police brutality or police being aggressive towards me. I don't go through those situations, and I be outside.
Okay, but you can't base.
So I don't have that experience.
You can't base. Yeah, I was gonna say you can't base your experience on what other people. I've never been through it, but I still see it. That doesn't necessarily mean because I ain't never been through it, I ain't gonna see it through the lens that what it is. In some situations, especially with the black, especially black and white, no other motherfucking race, specifically black and white. There's no gray. It's literally black and white. There's no gray between these two races whatsoever, and it would never be a gray area between these two races.
In no community,
community, bro. It would
so
never.
Y'all don't have no true white friend.
No, I don't. I don't have a true white friend. No, I do not. I'm cool with certain white people, but I don't have a motherfucker where I can call and be like, "Hey, bro, I need your help." I don't have that because they won't understand what I'm going through. Matter of fact, I remember when one of my friends got killed, and somebody a white dude I was working with who was actually cool. Me and this nigga exchanging numbers and shit and going drinking and shit. Like a few days when I finally came back to work, I'm still kind of a little distraught or whatever, and he comes up to me, he sees it in my face, and he comes up to me, he's like, "Hey, Tone, man, I heard what happened, man. You all right?" And I'm like, "Bro, to be honest with you, man, I'm scared." And he was like, "I can't relate." He just said it to me. Like I didn't cry in front of him, nothing like that.
You don't understand black folk problems.
I gave him what I was going through, because he said he didn't understand. So I tried to explain to him what I was feeling, and he was like, "You know what, Tone, man, I hear you, man, but I can't relate to that. I've never been through that." And this is somebody who actually fuck with me. This is a white dude.
I mean, but he was being honest.
Like you explained to me that the police pulled you over and they jumped on you, beat your brains in, and I'm a black man just like you, and I know black folk problems, but I still can't relate to that.
But that's all that matters.
He know too. He didn't say he don't
know. He would never know. He would never know though. He doesn't. He didn't even know why that was.
And I don't know that. I don't know. I don't understand victims of police brutality. I don't get it.
You don't get why the police do it, or
I don't know why I don't get it, because I never experienced it. I never had a police officer. I had them get down on me. I've been tased. I've been all kind of shit by the police. Right. But I provoked most of that shit. I know when to own up.
All right. So when you see a police officer beating the fuck out of somebody, what do you yourself? What do you think that person's upbringing was? Specifically, a white person beating anybody. It don't even gotta be black. Just a fucked up officer.
Right. What his upbringing? Well, he just.
What do you think his upbringing was like?
He was beat up as a kid. He was bullied and shit. That's how I think. He was a bully, and now he got the badge.
All right. So if you got that knowledge of, or I don't even want to say knowledge, you got that assumption of that type of person. Now put that type of person who's not even from the inner city and probably kind of got a certain type of image of what black people should be, and then put that on top of the original police officer was a slave was slave patrol.
I can't. I'm not gonna look at. Let's leave that one out.
No, that's the law. That's what it is. That's what they are. That's what the law is. That's what it is.
That's because why be there? Why go back that far? Why should
no.
Why
That's not. I'm not saying what going back far. That's what the fraternity is.
You are
it's
going back that far. You going back that far. Well, it's different now. It's different.
It's
now.
not different. It's literally a.
It's the origin. So what? We originally slaves, right? Now we don't carry ourselves like slaves.
No, we not. We're not originally slaves. 1, 2. Tell me any fraternity that's changed since 1870. Tell me any fraternity that has ever changed.
Man, we don't want to go there because I can name a lot of fraternities that didn't change. Like I can name a lot of them. Like a lot of black fraternities that didn't change.
Fraternity, any of them, bro.
Yeah, any of them.
Tell me when. All right.
Things are different now, man.
If things are so, we can't keep
pressing ourselves back, going back to the fact that the police was here.
If things are
to guard the slaves,
if things are so different, one, why aren't there more black officers?
Because we don't apply, bro. We don't apply.
No, that's not it. That's not the case.
That's
not the case. Man, I know personally a black person who wanted to be a cop and didn't get it.
Why he didn't get it?
You tell me.
Exactly. You assuming that he didn't get it because he was black.
You tell. The nigga was physically. All right. So boom, the nigga was physically capable of the job. The nigga was in shape.
Can't tell me why he didn't get it. You complaining about the fact that he didn't get it, but you can't tell me why he didn't get it.
He passed the mental. He passed the mental test. He passed the physical test. He passed the law test.
So why he didn't get it?
Tell me what else he had to do to get it.
No, you tell me why he didn't get it. I don't know what it takes to be the police. You tell me why he didn't get it instead of telling me that he didn't get it. Tell me why he didn't get it. Find that out first. Then you got the right to say, well, he didn't get it because of this. He didn't get it because of that. You don't know.
I would believe if someone has. I would believe if someone has the qualifications to do the job, they would get hired.
You don't know that he didn't have the qualifications because you don't even know why he didn't get it.
I believe if someone has the qualifications to pass the test, the multiple tests that they have to pass to get the job, I believe that person would get the job.
I believe that too.
All right. I don't know why he didn't get the job, but I know what he did to get the job that he deserved that he didn't get.
But do you know all of their qualifications?
I know what he had to qualify for, and he didn't get it.
No, do you know what the police?
No, I know what he had to qualify. You asked me about him.
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you. What are the? Do you know all of the qualifications?
I don't know all the qualifications. I'm pretty sure the person who's applying for the qualifications knows.
Hold on. Do you know all of the qualifications that the police require you to have to be a police officer?
I don't know.
Okay, so you can't say that he had all the qualifications.
Okay. What I can say is what he told me, and what he told me was that he had the qualifications to be the officer, but didn't get it.
I got you.
I mean, you can spin it on me not having the.
I ain't spinning it. You saying it. I ain't spinning it. You saying it out your mouth. You saying you don't know what it takes.
No.
You saying you don't know what it takes. You saying you don't know what it takes to qualify to be a police officer.
But if
then at the same time, you saying he had it all.
I mean, if the person who's in the situation that I'm not in the situation, I'm pretty sure you got to take the person who's in the situation's word for it, correct?
No.
Why not?
Because he could be feeling the same way. He could be feeling like, oh, they just blackballing me because I'm black.
I mean, shit. If I'm literally qualified for the job, what else am I suspecting?
PJ, you can Google it, man. Google it and see what the qualifications are. You can Google it real quick.
I don't have to. I'm not that nigga right now. That's what I'm saying. I'm not the nigga applying for it. I don't know. He's telling me though. I don't need to look at him no more.
You can't just type that because you got to know where he at, where he's from. Is this
situation, my man? I don't. That's what I'm saying. You trying to spin this shit?
I'm not trying to spin it, bro. I'm not trying to spin it. I just don't want you saying. I'm
not saying anything.
You saying that you believe he was qualified.
I don't believe. I didn't say I believe.
No, you rewind this shit. You said I believe he had.
I didn't say I believe.
Man, said
man. He did.
Come on, somebody help me out.
I said he did.
You said you believe.
I believe.
You said you believe he was qualified.
He did.
Bro.
No, I said if you. I said you. No. I didn't say him. I said if you had the if you yourself had the qualifications to get the job, you would get the job. You would think you would get the job, correct?
You did say that. You did say that, but you also said that. I said he
told me.
No, you didn't, Spitz.
Told me that he has the qualifications.
You did say that. You did say everything you said, but you also said you believe that he was qualified to be a police officer. You said that.
If the person
no, what no if
situation is telling me that they are qualified,
so you believe anything
I would believe they are qualified.
So you believe anything he say? You believe what you hear?
Oh my God.
That's what you saying, Spitz. I ain't trying to turn it around on you.
You definitely are.
You accusing me of turning it around on you. I'm only turning it around because you accusing me of turning it around. Because you saying stuff and then you going back on it. Now you saying you didn't say you believe he was qualified. You said out your mouth, I believe he was qualified to be the police.
No, I didn't. I said if that man was in the situation.
Rewind this shit. I'm not going to accuse you.
If the man was... All right, then we ain't got to keep doing it because I know what the fuck I said and I know what the fuck he did. I know that situation.
Rewind it. Wait till we
can.
I bet you $100.
We can, bro. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But
of course,
we're not arguing about me being wrong right here. That's what I'm saying.
No,
now we're arguing about me being wrong. That's null and void. And that's null and void. Me being wrong in this situation is null and void about what the fuck I said.
Wrong. It ain't about what I don't want to see you wrong.
About what I said, it don't matter. It don't matter. You talking about rewind, it don't matter. If we have to rewind and I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm gonna take accountability. I take accountability of me being wrong with what I said. But it don't take away from the fact, it's not taken away from the fact that this man told me that he was qualified for the job.
It does. It
does not.
Undoubtedly. What if you come to find out that he totally was not qualified? He was totally not qualified. Totally. He was way off from being qualified.
All right, bro. All right, bro. So times are different now. White people and police officers aren't the same white people that police officers back in the day. Times are different. Fraternities change.
Now you
what else, bro? No, like what else? What else are we? What else are we not seeing from that side?
My whole thing. This is my whole thing. This my whole thing is to break this whole little conversation, man. You had that. This is my whole thing is I'm sick and tired of us as a black community, as a community, period, of steady blaming, putting the blame on everybody except who we are. We have to come together and we have to stand up and be as one. We can't keep saying, well, we've been enslaved for so many years, or that he doing this because he a white man, or he don't get this because he a black man. We can't keep saying that because
who are we?
We oppressing ourselves saying that. We oppressing.
All right, now hold on, because I want to interject right there on that what you're saying. Yeah, we do gotta take accountability, but you can't turn a blind eye to the shit that does happen. There are situations where motherfuckers are only hired because of quotas, and that
shouldn't be our first thought. That shouldn't be our first thought.
But if it happens, it happens.
We should think about it. And I should ask hustle. How,
if it happens,
tell me honestly, how come you didn't make the force?
Honestly, I never applied because I never applied.
Boom. That's it. That's all. We can't sit up and say, "Oh, well, Hustle didn't get it because he's black."
But this different though because the person that he talking about applied.
But
so we can't turn a blind eye and just say, "Oh yeah, they didn't
Spitz
blackball him."
Spitz don't even know what it takes to qualify to be the police.
Well, I got it up on the screen right there.
Spitz probably smoked a blunt with the nigga 2 weeks before that. That's why he ain't make it.
See, now you just
I'm just talking shit.
I'm just saying shit. And it's null and void. And it's null and void everything that you're trying to say to make it seem like what we can't look at it this. All right, so you know what? Fuck that. You said we don't know who we are. Who are we?
We do know who we are. We just
no, because you said we were slaves.
We are.
You said we were slaves.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did. Let's rewind it. Let's rewind the tape, fellas. Let's rewind the tape, fellas. I can tell you that man said we were slaves because I had to cut you off and say no, we were not.
Because I stand on everything I said.
What I said was we say no, we were not slaves.
That's because I said we was. I was speaking in third person when I said we were slaves because of what you said. I know we not slaves. I know I'm not a slave. And I know the police officers are not slave masters. They're not slave security guards.
We're going to play your game now. We about to play your name now.
I did.
I said your name. You said that though, right?
And I was speaking in third behind your words.
You said it though, right?
I said it. I did.
All right. Okay. You said it.
But I didn't say it coming from me. Because I would never say I'm a slave. I didn't say
we wasn't talking about that, brother. We talking about who are we originally. And you said slaves.
Yeah, we were slaves originally.
No, we was not.
People, yes, I don't know. Nobody in my family that wasn't.
We was not slaves originally.
Okay, well, I don't know past that. I don't even know the Bible, bro.
I don't know why you wouldn't. I don't know how you wouldn't know past slavery.
I don't.
So you're not looking. You're not looking for it. Are you not looking for it?
I know. I heard we were Egyptians and we were Hebrews and all of that.
Oh, see,
I'm not
looking for it.
You're right. I'm not looking for it.
But you heard about it, and you're not looking for it. And
I'm not looking for it.
You starting off as slave instead of actually, because the information is out there.
That's far as my history.
That's as far as you care.
Yeah, that's far.
That's not your history.
I don't even care that far, bro.
And that's as far as you care.
I don't even care that far.
And that's crazy. That's crazy to me.
What, that I don't care that far?
That you don't care.
I don't.
Because
I'm worried about now.
If you do care,
I'm worried about now. Why do we steady talk about who we were when we need to know who the fuck we are?
We was original. I'm playing your game now.
Okay, so I said we were slaves. So
yeah, I'm playing your game.
So
now.
what? I don't care
I'm
who
just
we
letting
were.
you know we wasn't. That's it.
I don't care to know the history. I don't care.
Well, history repeats itself. The crazy history has for the past 400
That's your mind state. That's where you stuck at. That's your mind state. That's where you stuck at. You're not even trying to change it. You're not even trying to change. You sitting here cool with being ancestors to some slaves or something, and it's gonna come back around. You cool. You content with that. That shit not gonna happen in my house. In my neighborhood, that shit not gonna happen.
I didn't say that.
You did. You steady talking about it though. You steady talking about the past. You steady talking about yesterday. Let's talk about tomorrow.
You said originally. You said it
that we were slaves. I was going off your
conversation.
I was going off telling you that we shouldn't keep talking about that shit. We shouldn't keep talking about what our past, man. Our past is we supposed to talk about the good times in our past. We're not supposed to talk about the bad.
This is who we are.
We supposed to make it. You supposed to turn it to a good time. Fuck the bad. Let's talk about tomorrow.
Good, bad, and neutral.
Let's talk about tomorrow. And when we talk about tomorrow, you turn around and say, "Oh, well, history repeats itself. That shit gonna happen again anyway. They gonna chain us up and slave us and put us in caves, and we gonna have to make it underground to Akron, back to Akron, and all kind of shit. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna stand up.
I didn't say any of that. So what is tomorrow? What is tomorrow?
We got to figure that out.
No, I mean, what is your? Oh, okay. What is your tomorrow?
My tomorrow is no more police brutality, no more kids getting killed, no more bodies every fucking night.
You know
no
how you
everywhere.
You know how you
That's my tomorrow.
You know how you solve most of those issues though? Like you would solve any issue. you would find out where the fuck you fucked up at and fix that shit.
The only way to find out is to move on,
is
bro.
to know where the fuck you fucked up at, which is the past.
You steady. So we had a conversation about that earlier today. They steady going back trying to find out who killed who. Fuck that. That's
no, you're not listening to me. You're not listening. You're surface with this shit right here. You're not listening to me. Listen, my nigga. Listen to hear me instead of listening to respond. All right.
I'm a comprehend. I'm a comprehend whatever you tell me right now.
Look, bro. So you worry about tomorrow. You want to know about how we gonna fix today for tomorrow, correct? The only way you can fix anything, literally anything, is to if you know you fucked up somewhere, is to find out where you fucked up. We know we fucked up somewhere. Let's find out where we fucked up. Oh, did we fuck up in civil? Maybe it wasn't civil rights. Did we fuck up? Maybe it wasn't that. Did we fuck up when we? Maybe it wasn't that. Where the fuck did we fuck up at? So we can fix this shit today for tomorrow. You cannot fix tomorrow without working on yesterday. That's just what that is.
Okay, and so
we're in a fucked up situation today because of what happened yesterday.
So in the process,
so let's find out where yesterday's fuck up happened, and let's focus on yesterday.
Okay, let me ask you
so
this.
We can get to tomorrow.
Let me ask you this, because my whole thing is I don't want to go back. But let me ask you this: in the process of us fixing tomorrow, we have to go back to find out where we come from and the reason all of this shit happened, right? Is that's what you're saying? We gotta in order to fix tomorrow, we gotta figure out what we did wrong or the mistakes we made or what we didn't do right.
Because we're still doing it, right? Yes, because we're still doing them.
In the process, do you know the process of that? Do you know how long we've been doing that? How long we've been doing that? How long have we been doing that? I'm asking you now. How long have we been going back to figure out how far back do we go to figure out where we fucked up at as of today? How far back do we go?
Do you want my literal answer or
yes, literal? Hell yeah!
My literal answer is how long has human beings been on planet Earth? That's how far we need to go back.
So okay, now how long has that been?
Nigga, I don't know. Millions. Millions.
So that means it's gonna take us another 1,000,000 years to figure out tomorrow, and then by the time tomorrow come, by the time 1,000,000 years come, it's gonna be 10 million years worth of shit that we're gonna have to figure out. So why go back and steady deal with all of that shit there when we need to come up with a solution from today? Start today with a solution because when we go back, it's so much pain. It's so much blood spill. It's so much pride.
You gotta face that shit, my nigga.
We face it. You don't think we gotta face that shit? We facing it every day. How much? When do we get time to go back? We don't get no
face
time
that shit, my nigga. Face it. That's what it is. You gotta play the game to win. You literally have to play the game to win.
Hey, bro, hey, Spitz. I have faced it, brother. I have faced it, and I'm content.
We're not talking about
I'm content with. That's what I'm saying. I'm content with what happened in the past. I'm cool with it. A nigga stole on me, hit me in the eye with a bottle. I'm cool. I forgive you, brother. I'm trying to move on. I don't want to talk about tomorrow. Yesterday.
You
always think like that, bro.
No, because that's holding you back. It's not the collective. What you went through is not the collective.
It's not, but it's holding you back.
No, it's not, my nigga.
You thinking about what a motherfucker did to you yesterday. You thinking about what a motherfucker did to you yesterday, Spitz.
You're speaking on you, but you're speaking on you. We're talking about the collective.
Now I'm speaking on you. There's two people.
No, I'm speaking on the collective, my nigga. That's not
a collective. It's the collective. What you going back for? You talking about what people did to you yesterday?
No, I'm talking about. See, that's how I know you're not you're listening to respond and not hearing me.
I'm hearing you, man. What you mean? I'm hearing you? Think I'm?
Because you're talking about me, and I'm not talking about me.
I'm using you as I'm not specifically. I'm not pointing the finger at you. See, you defensive. You think I'm picking on you. You think I'm poking?
No, I'm not.
When I say you, I'm saying the people people that steady holding on to the past. I'm not speaking on. I ain't saying.
But here's what you're doing,
you, bro.
Here's what you're doing. You're putting what you went through.
No, I'm putting on people like me. I'm putting on who we should be. That's what I'm putting on.
You literally started talking about you. And
it's not about
went
me,
through,
Vince.
and what you went through.
I'm using me and you as just to sum it up. I'm not pointing the finger at me. I'm not saying dirty or spits. I'm not pointing the finger, bro. You the one not listening. You literally taking it that I'm saying you and me. I'm not saying you and me. I'm saying us and them.
Well, say us and them because you're using you and me, my nigga.
Because that make it a better example. You shouldn't just
don't use me as an example.
Defensive. You shouldn't
use me as an example.
I'm using
us. Us, yes.
I get it.
You're right. Pronouns.
You're right.
Right pronouns.
You're right. I can't say you. You're right because you're gonna take it up. You're gonna defensive. You're gonna throw your guards up, thinking I'm talking about you.
No,
you are. That's what you just said.
I'm just saying, player. What I'm speaking on, and now
you don't know what you're speaking on. You sound crazy.
You
sound like you mad. Bro. You sound like you mad at your past.
I'm not mad at my past.
I know you steady bringing it up. So why you steady talking about your past? Why you steady talking about your ancestors and what we went through and what we had to do? Why we got to go back to figure out what we fucked up at? Why we got to do that? Let's move on, nigga.
Look. What do we need? How can we move on and it's still happening? What sense does that make?
Put that shit in the past. Leave that shit alone. Let's move on.
What sense does that make if it's still happening, though?
Let's move on. That's why it's happening.
If it's still happening, how do you move on?
We're not finding out who killing our kids because we steady trying to find out who
do we move on if it's still happening,
the next kid to kill a kid. That's what we need to figure out.
How do we move on if it's still happening?
Stop the next kid.
How do we move on if it's still happening? If it's still happening, if yesterday's problem is still happening today, how do you move on from today?
Because you are steady dwelling on what happened yesterday.
How do you? I'm talking about today, my nigga. How do we move on from what's happening today? If it happened yesterday,
we don't talk about yesterday. That's how we move on.
If it's happening today,
we don't talk about
if it's happening today. You're saying since it's happening today, we need to move on. If we're in the shits right now, if we are in fucking war right now, we in the fucking trenches, they throwing bombs and shit over our heads, literally, and you're telling me you're yelling in my ear while bombs and shit are being thrown and shells are flying past my fucking head. To move on. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
So I should just drop this gun right here, take my hard hat off, and just walk away from this whole situation.
No.
To move on. Just move on from it. Just move on.
That ain't what I'm saying.
Then that's what I'm asking you. And that's what I've been asking this whole time.
That means you're not hearing me.
How do we move on from today? If we're in the shit today, how do you move on from it?
Now you see how you making it literal, like you said, bombs over our head. We should drop. We have our hard hats, and we should just drop our guns and move on.
That's an analogy, my player.
Right,
that's just an analogy.
Now, what if I would have took it literal, like you taking it, like when I say you?
Oh, nigga, didn't answer the question.
Okay, no, I'm just saying. I'm finna answer your question. I'm finna answer your question.
I got defensive and went straight to doing that shit.
Let me talk.
I'm finna answer female shit, my nigga.
Man, who the fuck you think you talking to, man?
I'm just saying that's some female shit. I didn't.
Let's end this because I don't want to disrespect you, brother. Like you just disrespected me, brother. 20 minutes, man. Like you're right. We was just debating, bro. It ain't that serious. I ain't got to be nobody bitch, bro.
I didn't call you no bitch. I didn't say that at all.
You did because if I call a nigga a female, I'm calling him a bitch.
I didn't call you no female,
and I never
called you. I said that is some female.
You said I had female tendencies. Right, so you saying I had female tendencies, bitch. It's cool though, bro. It's cool. It's cool. It was a good debate. I enjoyed it. I got a lot out. I enjoyed it.
So moving on, man. I mean, I get not to even. I see what both of y'all are saying, man. I just don't want. You know what I mean? I just let y'all get your own little thing out and express
I
your
appreciate
own.
you, bro. I
Yeah,
appreciate
express your own little feelings about the situation. I mean, my take on the whole shit is, uh, like I'm never gonna forget my past or my people or what the stuff that I've been taught as far as my heritage, because we were sold by our own people. We once was kings, like when you take it all the way back. So I mean, in order to get back to that, in order to get back to that shit, we have to know, like, we have to know where the shit went wrong, and I think it went wrong in our era. We had a whole conversation about this shit last week, and I think, and Dirty, I don't think you was here with us, but we had a whole conversation about our era and the kids and where the parents went wrong and how the generation gap changed from where your grandma used to be 60 years old, 50 years old. Now your grandma 30 years old. Like everything, like the whole crack epidemic, like that whole epidemic and how kids was raising kids, and we got away from our core values. We had talked about this last. We got away from our core values, which points to our past. Like what Drib was saying, how it take a village. We didn't come from all this singularity. We came from a togetherness. We came from a whole as a people, and we just got to get back to that. And that's kind of like the issue, to where that's where we need to be. That's what we need to do to move forward. Like we all saying, we have to come together. We have to come together to move forward, but we cannot forget the past. Like we cannot forget where we was, because we ain't gonna know where we going if we don't know our past. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what expectations we can reach if we don't know where we actually came from. And where we actually came from was kings, like the richest man in the world, and not talk about no motherfucking Bill Gates, before all of this shit, bro, was black. You know what I'm saying? He was going to other countries, like lifting they shit up, bro. He would go to your fucking city, and when he left, your fucking city was it was the city. Like he put bread into that shit. Like look him up, man. Mansa Musa, man. Ralphie will tell you about him, man. Ralphie was putting me on with that shit, man. Like, I just, like, it's important. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not trying to negate what you saying. It's like y'all both that's why I let y'all get up, because y'all both are getting at the same thing, but y'all have two different views on what needs to be done, or two different views about what needs to happen going forward.
I totally understand that too.
So that's why I said I let y'all get up, because
I understood that the whole conversation I was having with him. I understood that.
So I'm just putting mine in. I'm gonna let Ice go, and I'm gonna let Drill go, man, and we gonna end it off at this one, because we done been here for like 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? We done put a good one in. But I just think that that's a real conversation that we all need to come, like, we already talk about it so much, but what's the action behind it? That's what I want to know. Like this, like all the talking about it is cool, but where's the action and what can we do? That's why I said, when you said earlier, I need to see examples of what you're saying about policing and finding laws and finding what we can do to fight the police with the judicial system. I want to see examples of that. I need to see examples, because that'll let us know what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? Because talking about it is cool, but if we got a certain thing or a plan that's laid out, and we say, hey, this is what we can do, boom, this is what we can do by law, by their laws, this is what's written up, and if we do this and we don't do this, then, you know what I'm saying, we can match this with that, and then this is going to let us off free, and we will not be, this is within they fucking jurisdiction. This is within the shit, and we walking. Like, if there's some shit, we got to bring that shit to the table. Like, we got to bring that out and show motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's action time. Like, you know what I mean? The talking is the talking time, I believe, with all of this shit, even with the police brutality and all of that shit too. Deep down in my heart, honestly, I feel it's action time and not the talking. Like, we need to, honestly, I do want to see names and addresses of the people that's involved, the officers involved. Release that information to the public. Y'all release everything else to the public. Release that shit. Why are you? Nah, they not releasing it. It's not
You can get
released.
it.
If
You
they,
get it.
we can get it if they release it, but they're not releasing it from the office. If I don't
You
take
get
this paper down, and put it on somebody's desk, then you ain't gonna know who's nothing on nothing. And that's how they operate. Sad to say. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what we face here in this city. And many other cities in America where this shit is going on. And a lot of this shit, man, bro, honestly, is in retaliation for a lot of the shit that's been going on, like where they have been getting held accountable for the shit that they've been doing. You could just feel it. That's what Tony is saying by, you know what that situation feels like. You know what they going through. Even though you might not have got pulled over or might not have got beat up by the cops, it's happened to somebody that you know. And you felt them when they was telling you, or it happened by you, or you was in the car and it happened to your partner, or it's too close. We all know. With this color skin, we know what that feel like. Nigga, just for the simple fact that when a cop get behind you, that feeling you get in the pit of your stomach with this color skin, when you wear this skin, it's a feeling. Every time a cop, I don't give a fuck, you can be squeaky clean, my nigga. That feeling, that feeling, yeah, you do.
I swear to God, I don't, bro. I swear to God, I don't.
You can't tell me that. You can't
I swear
tell
to
me
God,
that,
I
bro.
don't. I'm on top. When they pull me over and I see them lights pop up, I'm like, what the fuck do they want?
Okay, well, that's the feeling.
As soon as they come up to the car, I'm like,
that's the feeling. That's the feeling, but your feeling might be different than somebody else's. But that's the feeling, my nigga. That what you just expressed is what I'm talking about. That's the feeling that you get. You know what's good. That right there, bro. You just said it. What they talking about? What they want me? What they want me for? Why they fucking with me?
I hear you.
That's the feeling. They don't have that. They don't have no idea. Just like I told them niggas when I put that shit on that post, I said, hey, all the way you motherfuckers is talking about how y'all don't want to go downtown and y'all scared to step foot down there. Bitch, that's what we feel like every time we see the motherfucking APD behind us. So how I feel now. And that's what I'm surprised they didn't fucking ban me off that motherfucker for that shit. Because I put that shit on their post. All you white people sitting up here talking about, oh, I'm scared. Oh, don't go down there. Oh, it's not safe. Oh, they rebuilding. That feeling that y'all are having right in that shit. Every time I pull out my driveway, that's what I feel like when I see that black car pull around me or behind me, or I see that bitch sitting on the side of the road, not doing shit, waiting on a nigga to fuck with. And I asked them how that shit feel. Since y'all want to be so afraid. And the ones that say that they can't feel it, then everything that they just said on that post is bullshit and fully fake. Because if you don't feel nothing, by saying that you really scared down there, that means you capping. You talking out your ass. If you could sit there and say, oh, that feeling, oh, I understand what you're saying now. That's how y'all feel. Yeah, that feeling is scary. Because these motherfuckers were being drove by these other white people on this post to believe that downtown was such a hazardous place. And it wasn't. It wasn't at all. It's just plain as any other day. So that's what I'm saying. This shit is being built up. If you go, and I know y'all niggas don't like that shit, man. Don't really dwell on that shit. But if you go watch, I had put a couple clips up of this January 6th shit, man. If you go watch that, man, you see how stupid and naive these motherfuckers is. And how these motherfuckers is losing their whole houses and lives and everything behind this shit, behind believing this dumbass nigga. And how they jumped and that man didn't jump for them, and they thought they was going down there for him. And now they opening their eyes. They sitting there telling these motherfuckers, I see now. Because now I'm the one that's being fucked over. I lost my house. I lost my fucking family.
Mm-hmm.
So the shit, these motherfuckers, bro, this media shit, all this social media shit, bro, these white people taking that shit and they using that shit like it's their Bible, man. They base all their motherfucking feelings is based off this shit. All that shit, bro. And that shit horrible as fuck. It's like I'm watching a puppet master just dangle. Just dangle that shit. You could just say some shit on there and motherfucker believe it. That's how fucking influential they is, bro.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
And that shit ridiculous, bro. But at the same time, man, they did a number. You know, it's like I said, man. That shit is a whole. What's the name, man? We do need to find out where we went wrong. And like we said last week, I believe it's the crack era, the epidemic, babies raising babies, all these motherfucking people just being dropped off at grandma's house.
We know that shit already.
Okay, so and then now to bring you into the fold, nigga. Let's go forward. Let's put something together. How do we go forward?
I don't know.
I know. That was rhetorical.
The issue is the collective don't know.
Right. That was rhetorical.
We know. Yes, you and me, Drib.
No, I'm laughing what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying this fucking 5 right here. We know.
All right. So how can we get more people into the conversation then? I mean, to
be honest, it's on us. It's on us. That's our issue.
But let me tell you one thing. We can't do this shit if we're not respectful towards each other. This shit ain't gonna work if we're not respectful toward each other.
Yeah.
We can't even get started if we're not respectful towards each other.
That's universal. Yeah, that's all around universal. Most definitely.
That shit ain't happening here.
Most definitely.
That's a fact.
That shit ain't happening here with us 5. That shit ain't happening. We already humbugging. How we gonna start it as 5, and here it is, we humbugging. We can't. It's worthless. It's worthless. There's no purpose to it.
Well, I tell you what, man. I propose this right here. This is just me though. We need another day and not a show day, bro. Just a day to get on here and kind of open up and shoot some ideas. I mean, we had a show. That's good. That's a great thing. But just another. Yeah, we can get on here because I mean I know y'all from us speaking. You know, I know bruh for years because we've been on that damn video game. We've been shooting the shit for I don't know how long.
Man, 15, then to 20 now.
Yeah.
Shit.
And I know he knows each one of you, but I don't know y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing, but it could be better than it is. And I think that's part of the thing about us coming together as one, too. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I speak a lot of shit. I tell my whole background. I don't care. It's the truth. You know, I live by my... You know what I mean? I've been through a whole lot of situations in my life. I can comment on every damn thing, you know. But, yeah, just to get to know y'all better, man. And I think with that, it's going to come a little more bonding. And it's going to come a little more respect. You know what I mean?
No doubt. No doubt. Shit, I'm with it. I'm with you. Hey, I'm with it, man. My shit always open. This is my work, part of my workstation when I'm not working outside. I'm working here.
Yeah.
Right here. So I'm always pretty much here. So whatever day y'all want to pop in, you know what I'm saying, let me know. I have been out lately more, and then I'm going to be out because me and Drib just got this motherfucking what's the name and shit.
My life is outside.
Shit, so,
yeah. My life is outside.
I mean, it could be early one Saturday morning. We can eat some cereal and shit together.
Oh, I can do it. I can do it in my car on my phone.
For real though.
Yeah. You can always pop in on the phone.
Oh shit.
I can always pop in. Saturdays is when I got my son's soccer and shit, but I'll pop in on the phone. That ain't shit.
Yeah.
Put my little earpiece in and shit, and that, we can always do that. Like I say, it's whenever, man. My Discord stay with me. That motherfucker right here.
Yeah, my shit on my phone.
Yeah, so we definitely can do that, man. Because I think we need. I think that's a good point, Ice. We need to do that. Because everybody, you know, everybody here, you know, deserve all the same respect. You know what I'm saying? We all grown men. You know what I'm saying? And we all can get a point across. We all can agree to disagree. Even, you know, I do it all the time with people. Everywhere.
I don't mind that, bro. Me and you always, me and you agree to disagree. all the time.
That's me and you's thing, nigga. We always agree to disagree.
I don't mind
so
that, bro.
That's
I don't mind
but
that.
you know you my bro, so you know what I mean. It ain't I ain't got no problem with that. That's the story of my life, man. Because my motherfucking views on a lot of shit so different and weird, and I stand on what I be saying. Like, and you can't. Only time is you gonna change my shit is if you gonna bring me some evidence that gonna make me change my mind to where I'm gonna see the light or see something different, and then I can change that. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm just gonna understand your point of view, and that's it. I might not even argue back. I do that shit a lot, and people take that and they think that I'm switching. I ain't switching sides. I just understand your point of view. Okay, I don't have to comment on that if I understand your point of view every time. I don't always have to make a comment on your point if I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, you know, I don't know. I just, as I got older, I just learned to do shit like that, bro. I didn't used to be like that when I was younger. Like, I ain't used to do that. I just, hey, man, that's all I can say. When I get older, man, I just start doing different shit. I learn different shit, and it is what it is, because I know how I feel about some shit, and, you know, it is, like I say, we can always agree to disagree. I ain't never got a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Because what you know, it don't make me shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say we all, the respect is here, man. We just got to exercise it, and that's all I think what I's saying is that we could just get together a little bit and you know, get some shit cracking and just tap in. I wish all of y'all had the actual setup, because we could, like, go in the city, man. You know what I'm saying? Dirty, we got the perfect place for that, where we could actually be doing some shit, hanging out, sitting around, chilling, fucking around with some cars or whatever, and just be social. You know what I'm saying? So we actually do got the place, you know what I mean? And we can actually...
More than welcome, bro.
Yeah, we actually want to do some shit with that, where we could take this to that platform. You know what I'm saying? Because we on the GTA, we could get on there, and then this nigga got studios set up and everything, where we all have our avatar right there talking, like, and everything, like we doing right now. Like,
that's all. Yeah.
Yeah, in the city, in the Shy City.
What's the PC version?
Yep, yeah. PC through Steam. Yeah, so I mean, that's honestly kind of how, you know what I'm saying, me and this nigga Dirty bonded. Like, that's my bro. I've been fucking with him for years, you know what I'm saying, on that shit. And we, like you saying, like, it is different when you bond with people and you do, like, and I understand everybody here ain't bonded, you know what I'm saying? And we do got a good thing, man. I ain't trying to gas all up or nothing, but everybody every time when they see this shit, every review, they like, bro, this shit dope. It's getting better. Like, this shit fresh. Like, I'm getting, and I'm watching the numbers now as people, like, tuning in constantly. Like, right now, it done went up from, like, 1 to 2 and 2 people, you know what I'm saying, and 3 people, 4 people. It might be little, but it's gaining numbers. And
you gotta see 5, 6 people in and out.
Yeah, and then the views add up like a motherfucker. Like, they been adding up. Like, we got over 100 something views with all of our, with with all of our shows, and it's like the 21st show, like, you know what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. It just, I'm trying to sharpen up on my marketing for it and everything like that. It's just different steps that we got to do to get this shit more out there. You know what I mean? And all that shit gonna come in time. But shit, I'm a motherfucker that don't quit. So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do the shit until, you know, it's done. Like, you feel me? So it is what it is. So
we need that in you too. We need that in you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You need that in you.
I don't stop shit. It might not pop with it. Like, if there's some shit I be trying to do might get delayed or some shit, man, but I don't stop nothing, bro. Because I try to get paid off for every fucking thing that I do, that I like to do. You know what I'm saying? To make them 7 streams. I set off on that mission 10 plus years ago. You know what I'm saying? So instead of working like everything I do, I like it. So I don't never wake up and be like, man, I don't want to go to work type shit. Because,
yeah,
I just set my shit up like that, man. Because I don't, I ain't with that shit, bro. I'm not a good, like, motherfucker that can do. I've done it. Done the jobs in the little the little corporate little bullshit like the distribution man. I can't do that when motherfuckers come in with their attitudes and they want to throw their shit on you and they want to treat you a certain kind of way because you ain't on this level with them at that position and type shit. I'm not good at that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, everybody equal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't give a fuck what your pockets look like. You got an expiration date just like I do. And when none of us can pick it. So that alone makes us equal. You know what I'm saying? Period. And that's just the way the shit go. The money don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? It's what the fuck you do, what you stand on, is you a man, what you do with for your family type shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's that type of shit, honestly. I don't be on that other shit. That shit don't move me. You know what I mean? That little bread shit, bro. That don't move me, cuz. So we grinding, man. We definitely gonna get it, man. So
well, I just want to apologize to the show. I want to apologize to you, Hustle. I want to apologize to Tony Spitz. The shit probably got way beyond.
Yeah, facts. I apologize. I take accountability too, bro. I apologize on my end, my nigga. No disrespect for real.
Well, no, man. Y'all was passionate, man. Y'all gotta stand on y'all shit. That's why.
No, that's where it is. That's where it was.
This nigga called
that's
me
where
bitch.
it was.
Man, we gonna stop that, man. Come on, you can't look. And I told you about that shit, Dirty, all the time already. He did not say that word.
Right.
Yeah,
I understand what you saying.
So
I understand what you
that's
saying.
why I say I apologize because I know what you're saying.
Because the inference. Because the inference.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, we all get it. We all grown. We get it. And everything under the bridge, man. Y'all niggas, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas, man, smoke a blunt, man. Fire up, man.
All good.
Have a shot, man. So, man, we love y'all, man. Thanks for tuning in, man.
Yes.
Everybody is not tough, man. It was a passionate show today, man, because I believe in it, and I only believe that it's passionate because everybody here is deeply invested, and we believe that this shit that's happening to us makes us feel a certain way. So whatever we believe in, we're going to be passionate about that. However we believe in what we need to fix the situation or what we need to change it, we're going to be passionate about that. So I don't want y'all to that's watching to take things and think that, oh, these niggas, no, it's not like that. It's just the passion. Because this shit got to stop. Everybody here agrees on the same shit, man. We definitely do. So this shit got to stop. Justice for Jalen. Rest in peace, Johnny. Journey, everybody else along that list. The list is too long to name, and that's why I gotta stop, bro. So we love y'all, man. Thanks for tuning in, man. Another episode of Talking Shit, man. Peace to the Hustler. I'm out.
Yeah.
Iceberg Flame, let's get it, man.
30 to 30, AK Joy Buck.
Ralphie Drip, about to be out the crib.
He sleep.
Oh, yeah. Probably over there dabbing.
Tony Spitz, y'all.
For sure, man. All right.